I'm just gonna start this if that's okay with you guys.
Sorry.
It's fine.
The octopus one did kind of look like what a Dalek looks like inside the suit. So
Nobody's judging. I'm just,
This is like my hyperfixation, so I kind of get really excited
Again,
finding new companies.
not judging.
We're
Not
sorry,
interested,
Tom.
but not judging. So,
We're very sorry.
In regular
Tom.
chat, I posted a grizzled custom calico critter that has a robot. And my food is here now, so I'll be right back.
okay.
We're very sorry about this, Tom.
It's fine. I'm very well aware of what I signed up for. Our
Were you, though?
adventurers.
Are you really sure you signed up for what we just talked? What those guys just talked?
Look, I have a lot of weird friends. I'm a very, very well aware of the shit that could happen.
Right.
Anyway, our adventurers, the God's Headache, have arrived in the city of Groffield seeking information on what has happened to an old dwarven military branch that one of your own party members, Trofnar, was a part of. Through your week, you had uncovered 3 dwarves who had been in Groffield for over 100 years during the burnings. One, an old dock worker who provided no information and instead scared half to death. One, which was a retired Lord's Guard soldier who could only provide glancing information. And the final one being a potion seller who appeared to have vanished from the city. You also learned that these burnings were still happening, but seemed to be affecting less dwarves in general and more the populace, though it was noted that a lot of it were those that had ties to a criminal gang, the Bildges. After convincing the Lord's Guard to let you help them in their investigation, they provided information of a similar criminal gang smuggling some contraband this very night. In order to give you an in, they called off their intended interception and are now entrusting you to bring information about the burnings to light. And that is where we left off. So, God's Headache, you have, I would say, about 5 or 6 hours before sundown. Delson, I know that you're still learning how to use the gun, which, at this point, you are not proficient in the gun, but you do know how to operate it, and you are now proficient in the Tinkerer's tools, which is required for repairs and creating ammo.
So he knows how to match face up.
Yeah. So he can realistically fire the gun. He's not proficient in it though.
Yeah. And I have to now operate Tinker's tools.
Yeah. So, as I said, you have a few hours before you make your way to this meet. So, one bit which I didn't mention because we ran out of time last time is actually on this day as you.
Shit.
That's a lot of clicking.
I was trying to delete this.
You do hear the town shit, is that not in my notes for that one? It's in my previous session's notes because I never got a fucking round to it. Great. I will find it. So, what is that you wish to do during these couple of hours? While I quickly find the missing document.
I'm
Well,
still learning gun.
we should, look like we belong, right? With, smugglers.
what do you mean? Like, as in, what, as in, have, cool, tattoos or something like that?
Everyone should dress like either Fortune or Trofnar.
Excuse?
Accurate.
Anything
Yes,
else, or
that is
just
what
like
I
a
was
smuggler?
going for.
I have ice cream.
Yay!
Cool.
I
Other than
have ice
bananas,
cream
but-
on my socks.
Because, I don't think they would approach anyone who looks as I do. Kind of gesturing to my paladin armor.
Wear a cloak.
Just go
Well,
in
not
there with
unless you're-
nothing at all.
I actually do have a
Yeah.
cloak. I have a bear cloak.
Bear
Would
cloak.
that cover me up? I'm a big girl.
I mean, their cloaks themselves. Being a big girl, you were given a big cloak. It is clearly fitted for someone of your size.
Perfect. So I can just cover myself up, and they wouldn't like notice.
You'll look a bit bulky because obviously the armor that you've got on, it will kind of show a little bit. It will make you look a bit bulkier, but unless someone's like really close to you, it'll just look like your person in cloak.
With maybe, armor. Wouldn't be that weird. Really.
I wouldn't be surprised if smugglers have some muscle. I'll just be muscle, so.
Yeah, like from a distance, you would just be make out as just, a buff person. They wouldn't notice the armor. The hammer and the shield, bit more difficult to hide under a cloak. Especially the shield.
I can keep the shield protected.
Would I be able to just put my shield in my bag of holding?
It'll be a... Just trying to think like the size of the bag of holding, which is... The bag of holding itself is like a duffel bag, almost. Compared to a kite shield.
A duffel bag of holding.
I mean, to be fair, I could just leave my kite shield here because I still have my other one.
The buckler shield, yeah, and that'll fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll fit inside the duffel bag, no problem. Yeah, I'd say the kite shield probably won't because you're looking at something that's like, I think, 2-3 feet wide.
You could just say you stole it from a paladin.
I don't want to like put them on their guard instantly, so.
Fair enough. Because but it's like, I carry this as my pride for having beaten a paladin of... Which order is Shield of God again?
My stuff doesn't have any symbols on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm a part of. I mean, you do if you've been paying attention, but
Or forget dating sometimes.
all right, then I'll leave my kite shield here, even though I quite appreciate that +3 AC bonus with reaction. And I will put my buckler shield in the bag of holding.
All right. And I finally found the bit with the crier. During this day, the academy, the criers, they only have one really new bit of information. Academy announces new school of magic under the name of Dunamancy. Teachings and materials to be issued to all magic and podiums within the week.
Subtle.
Oh.
New just in, a new version of D&D 5e has been released.
Yeah. Which one was Dunamancy again?
Dunamancy is Matthew Mercer's own thing that's coming in that Wildmount thing.
It's kind of like time magic.
It's
I
alternate
guess.
reality magic, I think he summarized
Okay,
it
yeah.
as. Like, the unlimited universe theory, where it's like, oh, you make this choice, but then in another universe you made this choice.
Yeah.
That's how he summarized it as.
Yeah, the parallel
Alright.
theory.
Yeah, and that...
It's Anna, put the character sheet away and stop trying to make another backup time.
And that book
Stop,
actually comes
Anna.
out in 2 weeks. So,
It's
yeah.
time to stop.
It's time to stop.
I think I'll just make my characters one at a time. So
Alright.
if I lose my cleric, I will make that sword and gunslinger guy.
Alright,
Okay.
so that has me covered. Delson already looks enough like a thug. Yeah, Trothnar looks like a hobo.
Hell yeah.
Floriana, you can't come.
I can.
I don't.
Floriana literally just change into the shape of like a little street urchin or something?
We don't know that though.
She'll put up the collar of her cloak and have it change into a kind of ratty brown-looking cloak.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't know that. As far as we know, she's a child,
Yeah, true.
and I do not think that smugglers would have a child unless for
You
weird
say
purposes.
that, but actually that is...
I mean, you say that you don't know that this gang might. They might not, but they might. They might
Yeah,
not.
like, wasn't
You don't
Fortune
know.
Child It wasn't Fortune a street urchin, so she was probably a part of the gang when she was like, 10, 12.
We don't know.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think Fortune ever
Purely
said
based
that.
on assumptions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fortune's never said, "Hey guys, I was a member of a gang when I was younger."
Yeah.
She might have. Oh well.
Nope, she
I don't
has
think she's
not.
even stated she was ever part of a gang. Just knows of them.
Okay.
Quite.
And
Just go look
I mean,
soon.
Valve is just there like, I think I will be okay as I am.
I am what I am. I'm a scary demon man.
I'm a Goliath, Trofnar.
You're a knife holder.
Also, what are you doing? Jesus Christ Superstar hasn't been written yet.
Oh my god.
What?
Listen, you haven't even seen Jesus Christ Superstar. You have no right.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to know.
So, you spend a few hours just trying to get yourselves as fucked up as possible. Actually,
Fucked up.
I'm trying to think here. Do any of you have a disguise kit?
I don't.
I think we should.
I thought Fortune had one though. I thought
No, I have proficiency with one. But
that's
I
probably
don't
what I'm
think
thinking. I think that's what I thought.
Let's see if
Wasn't
Raya...
someone making a disguise kit, or was that someone else? Oh, I think someone else was making.
No,
different
that was someone making thieves' tools. I forget who.
I'm making a forgery kit.
Oh,
but I
forgery
do
kit,
have
that
a
was it.
disguise
kits. That was a
back.
yeah. It's like I thought it was something similar. Why?
Let's see. Does Valif or Raya have any thing
Raya's
of
better.
that?
if there are any shops open, we could probably find one.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I shall do that.
7.
Apparently, Gracian's got one.
Oh, Gratian has one? Okay. Gratian, are you proficient with your disguise kit?
Can I just hand over the disguise kit to Fortune? Because
Sure.
I'm not.
Okay, sure. You pass Fortune the disguise kit, and if that's the case, Fortune, since you're proficient with it from the sounds of things, go ahead and roll for the disguise kit. I believe it's Dex that you use for the disguise kit. This is just to see how convincing you can make it.
Just regular dexterity?
Let me just quickly check to see. 20 ability check, you make cosmetic hair dye. Actually, make it. Roll a d20, add your intelligence and proficiency modifier, or with the tools.
Ah! Wait, can I just click on disguise kit and it will roll it for me?
Yeah, but it'll ask you to choose which stat.
Yeah, just pick intelligence.
Yeah. This is less of you being a deft hand and more just knowing what would look good. 10, okay. I mean, at close range, it's going to be very obvious, but from a distance, you are able to make yourselves look a bit more, akin to the seedy underbelly style of things.
Gives Nemesis a big scar.
Yeah, it's little bruises and scar work and just placement of dirt and such. It's okay. Not perfect, but
Good enough for government work.
It should hopefully work.
I just looked to the group. We could have gotten this a lot easier if we just had Nemesis punch us each in the face.
I could still do that.
I don't want to give it a satisfaction.
Well, if you want to get punched, then Fortune, that's
Alright. So,
By joy, imagine Gratian just rolled around in the dirt.
More?
Yes, more.
I mean, if that's what you guys decide to do to add more to it, you're certainly free to. Anyway.
We could drop him into a sewer again.
I'm fine, little godly voice in my head.
Is that how you speak to your guide? Jeez. Forget me saying hi then. God, I'm... Oh, fine. Sound of Skype call disconnecting.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I love the idea of spirit guides being super passive aggressive.
You don't know what hers is like, because never had a conversation with him. Mostly because can't, because it's very bad. Alright, so you finish off the rest of your little disguises and your preparations, and at this point, by the time you're ready, the sun has set, night has fallen.
Alright, I guess it's time to go be smugglers.
So, just
Quite a way.
because it's been 2 weeks, you know where the meet is taking place? It's at an old watermill.
Thank you. I remembered it had something to do with water. I'm bad at remembering things, even with my notes, because my notes look like
It's like that one
what
picture
you
I...
posted earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like.
Like, I kind of half forgot that Fortune got a horse, and I'm like, what the hell is 7 bags of cubes? Oh, wait, sugar.
Mistress, I can't believe you'll forget about me.
Can't
He's
believe you
quite a-
forgot about the cubes.
How could you forget about him?
Alright, and I assume
Alright.
you're all going on foot with this one.
No, we'll go on a magic flying carpet.
I don't think I gave you one of those. Alright. So,
You don't know.
I would know. I'm the DM. I would know this. It's my job to know this.
He knows all and sees all. Shut your mouth.
Well, I tried.
Okay, so you make your way through the rather deserted now city of Groffield. Begin heading your way down towards the waterline. There's a few Lord's Guard, but while some of them eye you suspiciously given your appearance, they don't stop you and continue on with their patrols. Eventually, you make your way down to the dockside, and looking over to your... Actually, make a perception check to see if you can spot the watermill from here. Whoever wants to do a
Alright.
perception check.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay. So you have a look around the dock area. And there's a few people around, even though it gets much quieter at night. The dock still runs, and you kind of have a quick look around. Actually, with that perception check, as you're just having a quick look around, Nemesis, you spot something in the distance on top of one of the roofs. It looks like a figure, roughly about 150, 200 feet away from you. It's just barely visible in the clear sky. As you kind of do a double take, the figure's not there anymore. Just shrugging it off, you
Okay.
look again a bit. You look around a bit more, and then you see in the distance what you originally think is some ruins, but then you notice the large water wheel. And again, because you rolled so fucking high with that perception, you can see just in the distance what looks to be a small boat moving very slowly towards the mill.
I guess we're heading there. That looks like a mill.
Alright. So,
Lucy does not know what mills look like.
you see a building that's got something that goes into the water, and you just assume that must
She
be a
doesn't
water
know
mill.
how poor people live.
Ah, yes, poor people. I'll never realize that. Okay. So you make your way through. Obviously, it's only a few feet away. You do keep an eye out because of what you saw prior. But eventually you arrive at the watermill. From what you can see, the boat is maybe about 100 feet and will probably arrive in about a minute or so. So, is there any preparations you want to do before this boat arrives?
Is there anyone else there?
Make another perception check.
Okay.
Like, in the boat or in the mill?
In the mill.
Make an investigation check then instead.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh. Great. There's no one here, guys.
You kind of eye
You
it.
found a rock.
You kind of just do the very quick peek in the window. Seems clear.
Really?
Just walk straight in. Let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna walk straight in, I guess.
Okay. You walk into the mill.
Alright.
The interior is a mess. There is dust and cobwebs all over the place. It's clear that nobody has been in here for a very, very long time. You can see several bits of the wood is partially rotted. The floors creak as you walk by. Some of the planks themselves have just been completely ripped up. And as you kind of look towards where the wheel is, you can see a makeshift dock. It's like a bunch of flotsam from various bits of debris, just hastily nailed together.
You said that there's lots of dust, right?
Yes.
Would there be dust on the floor that might show footprints?
You look about. No
Would
sign
that
of
be...
it. Doesn't look like it's been disturbed. Footsteps in dust is you wouldn't need to do a perception check for something like this.
Okay.
Because it's it is as you step, you are kicking up clouds of dust.
Wait, isn't OSHA that's the construction thing, right?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I think that's construction. It's also I think an Indian meditation system.
Yeah, pretty much it's just making the workplace safe. I used to have a coworker who would climb and jump
I
up
remember
onto the
watching
top shelf.
the fucking
and every
Super
time she did,
Smash
she'd get-
Brothers thing about this. Yeah.
From what I know, it's basically our version of health and safety.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So, so there's no footsteps, it seems.
All right. And I'm assuming that this makeshift dock is where the boat's heading.
Yeah, and at this point now, it's about 50 feet. You can see there's several individuals. You see one of them's looks directly at you all, and then leans back to speak to the others. You watch as there's some shifting in the boat before they eventually come alongside. And one of them, the one that's at the front, steps onto the dock. From what you can tell, this person is cloaked, but they appear to be female, human, or well, at least you can see they're humanoid, seem human. They've got a cloak covering their head. They have emerald green eyes, and the most notable thing is you can see a diamond-shaped tattoo just under their right eye. And as they step onto the dock, they just kind of looks at you all. We weren't expecting anyone to be showing up.
I'm gonna go quiet, and I'm gonna go behind Fortune.
I kind of forgot what the hell. How we're
I have also forgotten the plan.
We're going to pretend to be one of them. You're the one that came up with this idea.
Yeah,
I actually did have a plan, but I kind of forgot what it was over the 2 weeks we haven't played.
Oh my god, you're the leader in this. You're the thug.
Please, I have a marshmallow. I am as white as it can get. I
Oh
went to
my
Catholic
god.
school.
Oh my god.
Thug zug.
I'll spit it out.
We're here for what you're bringing in.
Just kind of like looks at you, like head tilted. And you are?
Your lucky fortune, and I just kind of like motion to my fucking sack of money I have on my hip because I don't have an actual purse.
This is going great. Okay.
Just kind of like looks at the coin and looks at you. Yeah, you're there, Delson. This is at night after the training stuff's all over, so you're there.
Okay. Just
Hooray!
Just kind of looks at the goal, looks at you. Look, I'm a very busy woman. Why don't you come clean before you get me angry?
What are they even selling? What are they even bringing in? Like, did we know that?
You can't tell. It's covered.
Oh, I thought we got told what.
Nope.
Okay,
no.
that's what I basically meant to ask. Get told.
Can I try and see if I can see?
Yeah, with
Make-
your X-ray vision.
Make a perception check. It's an extremely high DC, but you can make a perception check.
Look at the perception with the disadvantage. -10. Each point.
Not with disadvantage because she has dark vision, thankfully.
I know.
She's stupid, she'll try anything.
13. It's difficult to see. It's covered in a tarp.
Can I try an insight check on see like who this woman is?
So what are you trying to insight on? 'Cause
Kind of like, I guess just like what her status is. I guess
like her role or her
yeah, role. I
supposed-
guess is what.
That wouldn't really be much of an insight check.
Yeah, I'm just running out of idea.
'Cause insight's like if they say something, it's like kind of like, oh, what's their intention kind of deal.
I thought we didn't bring Floriana.
No,
I'm just
I
hiding.
assume you're all there.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, we're
corner
here.
hiding.
She looks like a street rat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're Latin, right?
Yeah. Fucking. My life is plagued with Aladdin references.
I don't buy that.
Fucking craze. Kind of push Fortune, like nudge her a bit.
The slight
Alright.
movement there, like you do see some of the because there's other people in the boat. You see a few like just very quickly like go towards their weapons. They don't draw them, but they're all looking at you all rather intently.
Ideas?
Now calm down. We're not gonna attack ya. God. Very annoying people.
We're burning moonlight here. I'd appreciate an explanation. Who are you? Where are you from? What gang are you part of?
Not so quite part of a gang. From here and there. No, across the continent. Pretty much we're just looking for work and we heard to come here.
Really? Now, who told you that?
I don't think it's quite nice to tell who told you where to go for work. That's quite rude.
Well,
They did us a favor.
given that you are here, in an abandoned mill, on the very day that some goods are coming in, I have every right to be suspicious that a bunch of... Just kind of realizes that some of you've got, like, armor and such on because of how close you are. Supposedly, mercenary sell swords of some kind? It seems a bit suspicious to me. So if we want this conversation to continue, I suggest that you answer my questions.
Fortune just rolls her eyes. Big dramatic roll of eyes. Fine. Ex-Skulldigger and crew.
You see some of the guards actually just some of the other people in the boat just talk to each other, and you actually see this lady's eyes just like sort of widen slightly. A skull digger? I wasn't expecting them looking for work here.
Broadening the horizons, seeing what other towns have to offer.
What would the skull diggers need with the rip current, so? Last I heard, you deal with all manner of things. Surely the Bildges would have been a better job for you.
Yeah, but I'm working not with the boss right now.
When you say that, do you mean you're doing independent work then?
Here and there, sometimes pay's not good enough. So, it doesn't hurt to look for other.
Well, if you are ex-Skulldigger, then you would be so kind as to prove it, yes? I'm aware of the markings that you're given.
Fortune shimmies off the coat, shimmies off the shirt, tosses it to Nemesis, shows off the tattoo.
I thought they only placed it on the neck, but oh well.
Nem immediately covers Fortune back up.
The individual just like takes off the cloak, and now you can see definitely looks human, but has slightly pointed ears. This appears to be a half-elf.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point as well, you can see like she's got like ebony brown hair. Just looks to the other lot. It's fine. They're, shall we call them, entrepreneurs wishing to expand their horizons. At this point, they just finally, like, they take their hands off the weapon and begin to just, like, gather all the stuff. I would have thought that they would eventually come here to expand, but so long as they don't step on our toes, I'm sure I can find some work for you. But, not here. We're already at risk of being spelled out by the Lord's Guard, so she reaches into a small pouch and throws like a small leather bag. In the morning, if you fill that up with some seawater, you would need to go to our, shall we say, our base of operations. It is, let me just find it because my notes are all over the fucking place. If you fill that up with water and hand it to the proprietor of the Brine Ale House, you'll know who he is. He's a gnome with a eye patch and crooked nose. And tell him that you've brought the sea slugs for the house special. Follow his directions, and you shall find the Ripcurrent Gang. We'll talk there.
Us all typing no.
Yeah.
The flurry of typing.
The
So I was not
line
lying
back-
before. I am curious as to what you're bringing in.
Back in the water.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Damn it.
14.
The number.
It's some contraband that we acquired from NASA.
Thousand contraband.
Like what?
The good
I
fish.
Sounds explosive.
I happen to be quite well versed
Really?
in Nazen items.
Well, good for you.
It's like, don't.
Anyway, I believe our discussion is over. Lucky Fortune, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Fortune.
Just slowly offers her hand. Salvage. Speak for me, and you'll find me there.
Just making sure I heard that over the typing. That was salvage, yes?
Salvage.
Yep, Sal.
Okay.
Oh, for a second I thought that said savage.
Salvage. And she, like, yep, hand to hand out to shake, to shake your hand, kind of deal.
And I shake her hand back.
Very well. I suggest you leave. The more of us around, the more the Lord's guard goes snooping.
Well, that's if they even know you're here.
Can never be too careful.
Oh,
Alright.
At this point, they're just gathering up all the stuff that's in the like in the tarps and such, and begin to like skitter off into the night. And Salvage does the same.
Did it. I can't believe this. You actually did it.
You had any doubts in her?
Oh, many. Tons. Probably about 90%.
Okay, good to see that I wasn't the only one.
But she did it. She pulled it off. I thought that we were going to, like, have to kill them. I'm so proud of you.
I thought I would have to actually use this. I have to use the musket. So, good
Nemesis,
job.
like, slings her arm around Fortune's shoulder.
Fortune just dying from praise, but also very, very sad. I have one expertise, and you guys don't trust me in that.
Oh, no, not at all. I don't
No.
think that you're trustworthy in the slightest. But where did you get that fake tattoo? How did you know?
Nemesis, your hair is not blonde anymore. You've seen this before.
Nemesis kind of,
I'm
like-
sorry, what?
Pause it.
Wait, what?
What?
That's Val saying it, not Salvage. They're long gone.
Remember, there is the cave. There's the fact that we have constantly shared room and bed. There is the bathhouse.
So that's a real Skulldigger tattoo.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether I'm the stupid one for not realizing
No,
it
you
in the
are.
first place, or...
It would be pretty easy to put two and two together, I would think.
Now shut up and go dream.
I'm sorry. Just kind of blanks out.
Are
Like,
you
okay, I'll go dream.
still a part of them?
I'm always dreaming.
No, I'm now the sticky-fingered member of God's Headache.
Do you need to burn that off?
Absolutely not. It still comes in handy. If they think you're a part of it, people tend not to mess with you.
Right. Can I insight check her to see if I
Make-
believe her?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
Nem's dumb anyway. She didn't even realize for like what, a straight month that Fortune was part of the Skulldiggers. Like,
It's just, she seems to be honest.
all right. I suppose I can overlook this. Good job. Good job today.
What's this feeling? Is it pride?
Right?
Right for something other than myself? What is this?
And on that day, Nemesis' heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Nemesis' heart
What's
just
this?
keeps growing. Like, it's like thawing and like gaining.
Oh my god, in 2 days, she might have a feeling that's not disgust?
Alright. So,
I guess we're heading back to the inn.
if that's where you wish to go, then
All right. Were there Lord's Guard nearby? Because they said that they were thinking about infiltrating this operation.
Make a perception check.
Okay. There it is. Jesus Christ! I got 120, and now
No.
It's difficult
The
to see
world is
around.
vanishing of your humor.
I mean, from what you can see, there's no Lord's Guard that are carrying around torches.
okay. Then I guess we will head back for now.
Okay. So you make your way back to the High Wave Squall. And you, unless there's anything that you guys want to do when you're in there, you can sleep for the start of a new day.
It's not the Bring Ale House. It's like the Brine Ale House,
Brine.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's what
bra-
I put the.
Yeah, which
You put Bring.
which
And then I put a little caveat there,
Oh,
Brian.
there it is. Brine.
I believe a couple of you have already been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy or Granddad Trough.
Well, he went to the Rusted Winch.
Oh.
Wait, which pub is it?
So the pub which Salvage mentioned was the Brine Ale House, which was one of the two. Which actually no, because when you were going round during your week, you did hear of the various inns, and the Brine Ale House was one of them. The other one was the Highway Squall, and then the Rusted Winch.
Yeah.
Did we go in it? Who went in there?
I forget who. But I know that one of you did go in there.
I
It was
don't.
from there.
Oh, I'm trying to remember if we did. Hold on. I don't know if I did.
You might have gone in as well to that, as well as the Rusted Winch.
Maybe.
Maybe. But one of you definitely knows where it is.
Okay. I know that Fortune toured the whole city, so.
Yeah. So Fortune would know where it is anyway, because she is aware of where everything in the city is.
Oh my
Like-
gosh, she's so talented right now.
Wait, wasn't I the one that went to
Everything's
the
coming
Brian
up, Fortune.
House?
It might have been you, Delson. I know it was one of you that went.
His mentor.
Oh yeah. He met his mentor.
That's what it is. Okay.
But I can
The
get us
not
there
Garfield
faster.
colored tabaxi.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn in for the night.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you obviously you turn in for the night. Sleep comes.
The little rest music plays.
Yep. The Tales of Vesperia rest music plays or something like that.
Yay.
And the morning is yours. You went to bed at... I mean, it was a bit late, but not, like, super late. It's probably about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Well, I have to go meet the master. Sorry, guys, you're on your own.
Great. All right.
Don't worry,
Then-
not much is lost.
Who's gonna come get the seawater with me and Fortune?
Well, I mean, that seems like a nice little date thing.
Yeah, just go meet some thugs at their hideout.
Oh,
Perfect date.
Rachel wants to.
All right.
Take the dirt, son.
All right.
I am son.
Come on, adopted dirt child. Let's go.
Wow.
With his two moms.
Why does your family legit have two moms?
Okay, so who's going to the Rip Currents? Who's doing other stuff?
Okay, Vivi's speaking Russian.
Sukavinet.
It was not the word we were in Soviet Russia, but very well.
Artyom.
So Trufnar's doing whatever.
Learning some sort of language. Okay, I guess me, Gratian, and Fortune are going to the Rip Currents. I'm
Okay.
assuming that Floriana has her job
Still want to investigate the wizard, but I'm not too sure how to do more. I think I was gonna ask Fortune to help me.
You could ask Valeth. Oh wait, he's not here. I'm sorry.
Hello?
He's off streaming.
Hello?
Ooh.
We heard you
Sorry,
speaking the
little-
cheeky bitty.
Sorry, the little dwarf war criminal room. I need to go to that.
So what are you doing then, Trufnar?
What is there to do?
Well, about half of them are going to see the rip currents. Delson's going off to learn more about how to fight a gun. Floriana is doing something, and Valve and Raya just kind of just chilling in the inn.
So what happened to the sack of seawater?
Well,
We're gonna go
it was
get
an empty
that right
bag.
now.
Yeah, it was an empty bag, and they just told you to
Okay.
fill it with seawater.
I'll go with the group doing stuff for the getting the seawater then.
Okay.
I'll just go do the job.
You'll head to
Work with the wizard.
the wizard.
How
Not
crazy
the
is
lizard.
the lizard? The lizard wizard.
Okay.
You're right,
The
wisdom.
wizard. Lizard.
You know, the funny thing is, one of the
There's a
animes this
game
season has to
called-
do with they're trying to find a lizard, essentially a lizard wizard, but they call them sorcerers.
A
All right.
lizard wizard in a blizzard,
God damn it.
eating on some gizzard. Fucking-
Okay, so if that's the case, because once I was going to lead somewhere a bit bigger, we'll go with Floriana first. So, Floriana, you head into the arcane craft, and you notice that the place is a bit of a mess. Usually the wizard here, Zixit, keeps it clean, but you can see there's several things that are thrown around, and he's just there, just looking down at the counter, just his hands looking at, just muttering.
So, insight check before I say hi.
Okay. 7.
Jeez.
I mean, you don't need to roll very high to know that there's something bothering him.
Well, yeah, but I was wondering more than just like, oh yeah, I guess he's distraught. It's like, I guess he's distraught. I guess he's wrong.
Yeah, he's in floods of tears.
I'll
Going,
go-
what am I gonna do? I think something's bothering.
I guess I'll greet him like I usually do as I come in. Hello,
Uh,
sir? Well,
His
hello,
head,
sir?
like, snaps up to look at you. You can see his eyes are, like, wide and bloodshot.
You, yes, you, the one that's a good girl that didn't steal anything that works here. Oh, yes, you're here to work, aren't you? Yes.
Did something get stolen?
No, nothing got stolen. Yes, something got stolen. No, I don't know the best answer for that one.
Can I see if something got stolen by an insight?
Go ahead and make another insight check.
It's like,
DC is going to be a bit higher because you're doing it multiple in a row. It's difficult to tell. He's kind of emotionally all over the place at the moment.
it is that just the zoom insights are hard because like he's always crazy.
Yeah, it's also as well, you're rolling below 10. It doesn't make it
I know.
any easier.
Alrighty. Should I? Do you want me to work still today?
If you wish, dear girl, I don't mind. I have things to think about now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
I'll work. Could I? Okay. Despite the fact he probably would be a little annoyed, can I try an investigation check to see if I noticed something missing that was pretty obvious?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Hey!
Hey, look, there it is. The roll.
So you don't see anything in like the main area, but when you go into the back room, you can see it's a bit more than that. You can see several like of these, because in the back room there's a lot of like small, not so much chests or like mini chests that would hold like rings and such that are all sealed. Like you can see several of them have been skewed across the ground and such. But you can see sort of in the corner a crumpled bit of paper which wasn't there before.
What is he doing?
Well, at this point, you're in the back room and he can't see you at this point. You can just hear
Okay.
him muttering.
Okay, I guess I'll take a look at the paper quick.
Okay. So would you rather read it yourself, or would you rather me show it to the class?
Carrie can show it to class.
Show it to the class. Okay. So you read it, and the one thing you know... Actually, I'll just throw it in the campaign notes. Hopefully it's not too big. Yeah, it's not too big. There we go. And if you want, I can read it out for those that don't want to look at the Discord.
I don't know. You ask them.
That's what I'm asking everyone else.
I can read. I'm literate. Oh god, that's really tiny text though. It's okay, I'm still literate.
Hey, what up? I'm Don. I'm 23, and I never learned how to read.
I just ordered my glasses, so I will be able to see one day. I'll just zoom in.
I'll just read it out for proper, and just so that way as well, if anyone decides to look at this.
Yeah.
So it says, this is not the voice, this is just a voice I'm doing just for flavour. Dear Mr. Neff, I write further to our response dated 4th Norgrone, 726 after Pterodont. First, accept my apologies for the delay in coming back to you. As a man in the arcane arts yourself, I'm sure you can understand that going from theory to creation takes time. I can confirm that with your findings in what you call alternate choice magic, that we have discovered and created spells born out of chronomancy and anomancy, based on the theory of different realities as you had theorized. As such, appropriate credit shall be made in the discovery of the theory. However, as the spell crafting was not from yourself, we cannot give you the credit for creations of these spells or school. That honour lies with the Academy. Furthermore, the Academy has strict rules on the naming of magic schools. As such, your demand for this school to be named Zizigmancy has been rejected. Instead, discussion with our professors, we have deemed the name Dunamancy more fitting for this school. We shall begin providing books, scrolls, and teachings to all of Ansor and eventually Karmora as of the start of Orni. Rest assured that the first issues of this material will be provided to yourself at no cost. In addition, regarding your letter dated 18-728 after Pterodont, we once again reject your claim of discovery of Void Plague, as we have said many times that while we acknowledge you and your partner had set the groundwork before your falling out, it was not yourself who came to the discovery of Void Plague. As such, you do not have claim to its discovery. Regards, Orfral Morris, Archmage of the Academy.
I find it hilarious that 6 Dunamancy isn't really sounding Nancy. But yeah, just annoyed that his spell that.
Looking at it, he seems... I don't think you need to make a roll for this. You kind of put two into... Because Flareon's a smart person. You kind of put two and two together that he's probably a bit pissed that only the credit of this theory was credited to him. And he's struggling to process this.
Overall, he just doesn't like the tongue crier news from, what was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
I would just, I guess, kind of re-crumble it back up and put it back where it was.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a little annoyed if I read it.
Yeah. Well, he's, as I said, this entire time you've just been hearing him quietly muttering at the front of the house. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was kind of humorous, but
with that, then
I'll just go back to work.
Yep, you continue your work for the day with nothing else really happening. Zigzit does regain his composure somewhat and is able to converse with customers, so it's not like everything turns to a standstill. So everyone else then, who is going to the Rip Currents. So you make your way to the dock. Very busy, as always. And getting seawater from the docks is easy, because it's right there.
No one cares.
Nah. No one cares whatsoever about you, about just some people just filling a bag full of salt water. You assume, well, everyone that's not Nemesis assumes that might be using it to make some free salt. Boil the water, get the salt out.
Salt.
What is the bag made of to actually retain the water?
It's like solid. It's like a single piece of leather.
Okay.
So, like the
To be
water skin.
honest, our party is salty enough as it is. I don't think we need any more.
Let's
Yeah.
be
Probably-
honest. All of that salt is from them.
I imagine it's something like a water skin.
Yeah, essentially, so it's essentially water skin material. It's treated leather so that it doesn't like leak through.
All right. Yeah.
Nemesis Fallow, the salt bringer.
Okay, so you have your bag of seawater.
All right, and then we are going to go
You take your
to
back away from the
the Brine Ale House. I totally remembered that name and did not just look it up.
Okay, so
We're bringing Brine to the Brine Ale House.
brine for the brine gods.
Salt for the salt
I
throne.
think you're funny, Thomas.
We offer
Yes,
you
I do
this
actually.
treat. Do not give us crappy ale.
I mean, he is.
I am
Yes,
funny.
yeah.
I am funny. I made Kimini for crying out loud. All right.
Also, have you seen his sword and sorcery stuff?
That's exhausting, that game. Anyway, you make your way to the Brine Ale House. For whoever the fuck it is that went there, which I think was Elson, it looks as shitty and run down as it was the first time you were here. The rest of you who have never been here, it is a rundown shack. There's a lot of rotten wood. The sign itself is hanging on a single hinge. And as you go inside, it's filthy, it reeks of fish, and is rather deserted.
Oh boy.
Many of you can probably know why it's deserted.
Because that ale is shit.
He's no
Among
one
other
likes blood.
things.
How strong is the smell? Like, does it like knock us back? Like, whoa, fucking hell! What is that?
No, it's that one where it's noticeable. But not
BRB.
all right. It's noticeable, but not to the point where it's like overwhelming.
Okay.
Pay to being a gang alehouse.
So, is there anyone in there just drinking and sitting and chilling?
You can see 2 or 3 people that are just sitting about, just drinking. They appear to be like a bunch of old dock workers, maybe.
Do they just see Delson's mentor just sipping and drinking while he just horribly does bad as
No, he's Delson. Where Delson is being trained is actually on the outskirts of the city.
Oh, fair. That'd be hilarious. Though. It's like, stop doing bad stuff. You're gonna blow the house, blow the alehouse up.
Yeah. So you can only see about 3 people and someone behind the counter.
It's like so. There are a few dock workers sitting about drinking their ales, and in the corner by the fire, there's a dwarf roasting another dwarf over a spit. Okay. Do we see the what's his face? The barman.
You see behind the counter, you see a stout fellow. He looks to be a gnome. Looks to be in the equivalent of his 40s. White, wispy beard. He's got an eye patch on his left eye, and you can see his nose, even from this distance, is crooked slightly to the left.
But the iPad be on the right.
Was it right? I might have missed my notes here. Or I might have just thrown that word in. No. Salvage had a tattoo under her right eye.
Oh,
Just said
that
had
one
an eye
was?
patch. Yeah.
Was it?
Salvage had a tattoo under her right eye. Just said to look for a gnome with an eye patch.
Yep.
Okay.
And crooked
So
nose.
it's like,
And crooked
it's
nose,
his twin brother that's not actually in the business. Like, what?
So yeah, that's all you can. That's what you can see currently.
Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna go up to the bar and order an ale.
We don't got ale, we got grog, that's all we got.
I'm guessing I know what grog is, don't I?
Yes,
And is it disgusting stuff?
it's pretty nasty.
I've heard it. I forget. It's something like. Something? Bad
You
sound.
know what?
it up once.
Nah, even I'm not desperate. And I just go. I sort of turn around and go back to the group. I should tell you what. How big's the sack, by the way? Of water.
It's about filled with water. It's about a little bit smaller than a football.
Okay.
Soccer ball for you Yanks.
Thanks.
Apparently grog is essentially watered down rum.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so then we go. Yeah, we have something. We have something for you, and I just go and grab the sack and just walk over and plonk it on the bar.
What's this then?
A gift from a mutual friend.
Don't say that.
No, we have to tell him something.
What did I tell him?
Sea slugs for
We
the
brought
house
sea slugs for the house special.
Hey, sea slugs for the hate special.
Running low on these. You'll all want to help me get the stuff out for it, yeah?
Of course.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Takes the leather sack and then lift. It's not so much. You know, like how with bars they got that one bit that lifts up.
Yeah.
This is just a plank of wood that he just pulls off, that he just slides off
Nice.
when you come in.
Come on in then.
All
He
right.
walks through. You can see he's got quite a heavy limp. He takes you into the back room. When he does, he just casually throws the leather bag just to the side.
Right. So these are the new lot that Salvage told me about.
Aye, that'll be us.
He points to one of like the large like kegs.
You'll be wondering what's in there then. Just give it a good tug. You'll figure out the rest. Follow it through. As for the boss,
And he hobbles out.
All right.
That's a boss off a messing with keg. Okay. So so I go over to the keg and
Yeah,
start.
and this is one of the fucking massive kegs that you see. Like the floor to ceiling ones.
Yeah. Is there like a tap or something on it?
Yep.
I just go over and I get out a mug from my satchel and I just turn the tap.
Nothing comes out of it.
I bang the side of the barrel to hear if there's anything sloshing about in it.
It is completely hollow. In fact, you hear a slight echo.
Can I investigate the barrel to see if there's any hinges or anything?
Make an investigation check.
Or, the classic, scratch mark on the floor and a circular pat. Yeah. 1 second. Investigation.
15. You do notice some hinges where the metal band is. That's usually around these kind of kegs. You can actually see partially concealed is like a large hinge. And as you look on and as you take a careful look, you can see there's a little gap just around the entirety of this metal band.
Then can I get out my axe and then using the blade of it, can I sort of dig it into that little gap and see if I can pry it open?
Make a strength check.
Fuck yes.
I think he's gonna be pissed for you breaking his secret door or something. Whatever it is.
Crypt door. Shit.
You stick your axe in, you sort of twist it, and as you do, the axe just ting, and it kind of spins around, and the flat of it slaps you in the face because of it. When you when it slips in your hand, it just.
Right, you fuckers, get this fucking barrel open. It's a secret door.
Trothanar cannot open the barrel.
He has tried to force open the barrel with his axe.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've probably got a concussion. Fuck this nonsense.
Okay. Let's look at the hinges. Is there a way to not get the hinges?
Just, you guys haven't been looking at the Roll20 chat, have you? Because Gratian's kind of just mentioned
Oh
something.
yeah, we were supposed to give it a tug. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
for fuck's
Gratian.
sake. He's right.
Sorry, buddy.
You
That
watch as
went
Gratian
out the
just,
window.
as you guys are just looking and just like, and hawing, Gratian just slowly walks forward, grabs hold of the tap, and tugs. The tap comes out partially, it sticks, and they just like tries to like twist it a bit. You watch as the tap turns to the right, and then.
Oh, for God's sakes. Thank you, Dirt Child.
This is like some Critical Role bullshit.
Just totally
Adore.
missed that part of just give it a tug. Oh my God. Fucking Christ.
And looking inside, you can see the keg goes forward a bit, but then you see solid wall and steps going down.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go down. Down the creepy hallway upstairs. That's a good idea.
All right. It's a bit cramped. The floor to ceiling, it's only about 5 feet inside the keg and the bit, so you do have to like crouch. You have to like go a bit low for that, but it's not too far of a distance, thankfully. You walk for about 5 minutes. It twists a bit and then begins to go up, a bit further up, until eventually you begin to hear voices and laughter. And you can hear some light music being played as well. As you get closer, the tunnel, which was very dimly lit, begins to get brighter and brighter. The smell of sea salt gets stronger until eventually you wind up in a wide open area. As you look around, you can see there's various individuals that are sitting around tables, drinking and laughing. To your left, you can actually see you're in a large cave that leads out to the ocean itself. Supposedly nothing to hide it, but you do notice several pillars about 10 feet tall and 10 feet separating them, just sort of causing a perimeter around the outside. You look to your right, and you can see that various parts of the cave have been cleaved out to be used as platforms. And ahead of you, you can see 2 large Goliaths. Their weapons not at the ready, but in a position where they can quickly grab them, just kind of eyeing these new arrivals.
I push Fortune forward again.
Yeah, these are like 7 foot tall Goliaths. These are tall. These are clearly like the guards for this place. They just kind of like loom over you, Fortune.
Hi.
Yeah, good joke.
They don't respond, they just keep looking at you.
We're here because Salvage sent us.
See them both look at each other. Yeah. And who are you?
Lucky Fortune. We're here for the boss.
They kind of look at each other again, and one of them just nods and heads off somewhere. The other one just keeps staring at you all, just eyeing you. About 5 minutes pass before the Goliath comes back. Yeah, he's there here to see the boss. Right. Points to the tallest cleaved out area where platforms actually been built. They're up there. Show them some respect. And they stand aside to let you through.
Alrighty, I guess the group's gonna head up there.
Okay.
Yeah, well then.
So you begin to go by. You can see that there's a bar which is just kind of just giving out drinks to people, laughing, that's talking. Several people are playing like cards and such. Despite the fact that this is clearly a criminal hideout, you would think this would be like a open plan bar or something. But you make your way up the platforms to the very top. And you can see there's a rather comfy looking chair. And just kind of like lounging back on it, like legs over one of the arms, you can see just with a smile on her face is Salvage. You made it! Huh. Honestly wasn't expecting that.
What did you think? We were just gonna run?
Well, no offense, but the Skulldiggers aren't exactly the most honorable of people.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to my gang, the Rip Currents. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Salvage, and I am the leader of this merry band of individuals.
Well, you already know us.
I know you. Lucky Fortune, a member of the Skulldiggers. But your companions... You've all arrived here just recently, haven't you?
No. I've been here about a week or so.
So tell me then. You said you're looking for work. I may have work, though. Just kind of like eyes the more combat involved individuals. I'm not too sure if most of my work would be within your expertise.
What can you say that? You've not seen that expertise.
Really? Are you good at being stealthy and smuggling gear across the continent?
I just look at Trothnor.
In my younger days,
In your younger days, yes, but I can easily tell that you're not in your youth anymore. And she's kind of like at this point now, like sitting on the chair properly and just like looking at you all. Like every time she looks, it's like she's analyzing you and like trying to get a read on all of you.
Nemesis stays quiet the entire time.
Well, is there work you're looking for, or... You know, I'm still so curious as to why the Skulldiggers want to expand here.
Well, I did kind of already tell you I'm working for myself right now. This isn't a part of them.
And what kind of work are you looking for, then? Or what are you looking for?
Whatever you have to offer.
Kind of like looks at you all. Where do you suppose your skills lie?
I guess I'll speak up to this one. We can take care of...
Take care of.
Take care of what you cut out there.
yeah, you can't.
We can take care of problems. There's people you need dealt with.
Way to offer yourself assassins.
You're not there.
We're
I know,
mercenaries
but I'm
after
just
all.
saying in general, but still.
Conflict is not something that I particularly like to be involved in. I find it cleaner and safer just bringing goods across, but... When you say you can get people dealt with? I assume you're referring to intimidation or violence, yes?
We could be
Intimidation, violence.
more
we could kill
subtle
them.
if you want.
Depends on how cooperative they are.
I may have just the job for you. It's a bit risky, admittedly, so I'm going to have to ask you to not discuss that you've spoken with me about this. I'd rather keep my fingers out of this pie, if it were.
Our lips are sealed.
Good.
I have a supplier who has run afoul of one of the other gangs. They have provided for us in terms of contraband and the moving of said contraband. I want you to free the supplier, preferably without bringing down the entirety of the Bildges. And we'll discuss payment once they've came back.
What do you think, Fortune?
Sounds easy enough.
You say that's easy enough. If that was the case, I would have done it weeks ago.
What's the catch then?
The catch is that the Bildges are becoming increasingly difficult to get a hold of, so discussions can't be made, and in addition, my supplier has ran foul because he was stupid and didn't look after his own money.
So is money the problem in this situation?
In a matter of speaking, the issue is a mixture of money in which I would not be able to pay that, not because of the price, but because it would uncover our dealings, and I would rather keep our dealings safe and secure.
Of course.
But the other one is, as I say, with the recent burnings that have been happening, the Bildges have become increasingly paranoid, and thus getting a hold of them is rather difficult. They only send representatives now.
Representatives, like people not part of their gang, or
more often than not part of their gang, but are trusted individuals.
All right,
Unfortunately,
then.
they switch on a regular basis, so you would have to get their attention. But I'll go into more of that if you agree to my little offer.
all right, we're interested.
Good. So, as I said, I'm afraid I don't know these representatives. They change rather often, and I don't get involved with that kind of stuff. However, I'm good friends with shall we say, organizer. They arrange stuff with the various gangs, often anonymously. I'm sure that he might be able to organize something that will get the Bildges' attention. He'll know more of it than I will.
Daddy.
He'll be easy to spot. There's very few hobgoblins in the city. Often hangs around the docks. Start up some small talk with him, and bring the conversation to his specialty, specifically about hunting albino whales, and insist on hunting them, no matter how much he tells you no. Eventually he'll relent, and he'll fill you in on the rest.
Can I ask you a question?
I may not have the answer, but you're certainly free to, Miss
Briar.
Miss Briar.
You mentioned that you prefer us to do this without bringing down the Bildges. Why do you want them around?
It's less of wanting them around, it's more of the subsequent power vacuum that would come to be. The criminal underworld works on a very fine balance. Crime gangs get stronger and weaker. If one were to suddenly disappear, the vacuum would cause a mad scramble. It would upset the balance. Besides, the Bildges are business partners of ours. We do smuggling, whereas they do not. So this would be a hit to our own finances, shall we say.
All right, then. We'll try to avoid that, then.
Good.
Anyone else have any questions?
By all means, I'm all ears.
Oh. I think we can get this done for you.
For the record, the Bildges probably have several individuals captured. I don't name names, but look for a man that is completely bald. No beard, no hair. Very short gentleman as well.
Alright, what's gonna do? People like write down these descriptions. It's so funny.
You've turned into a whale, Morty! Just the...
Anything else that we should keep in mind?
How short are we talking? Like Pixie or my height?
I would say about your height.
Okay, so we're not going to actually step on him then.
Honestly, I would find that hilarious, but no. As for anything else you should be wary about, never trust what a bilge says. They're always seeking to do better for themselves.
And we all. Right. Oh, what do we had? Run into vagabond.
One last thing, because you've entered this place, we now know your, shall we say, arcane signature. So if we think you're backstabbing us, we will know and we will find you. And while we're not a violent lot, we will certainly be willing to look the other way for that.
What kind of energy surrounds us?
That would be ruining the surprise, dear. That would be ruining the surprise.
Nemesis just gives Fortune like a look because she should know all of this.
That and, you know, you've just came in. Everyone here's seen you. They know your face.
There's a gnome in the corner sketching this entire conversation.
Right?
Make a perception check to see if that's the case if you want.
What? Look for a small sketch artist.
If you want to.
No, I was making a joke.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
Anyway, just thinking, you're smugglers, aren't you?
That we are.
So you must have tunnels and wardens running all over the sea.
Oh, hardly. We mostly go by sea. Well, to be exact, we go down the river.
How well patrolled do I know the river is?
Make an intelligence check.
It's the kind of thing where there's constantly a whole battalion of Lord's Guard vessels in there.
Make an intelligence check.
I would love to. I have 0 intelligence boost, so this is going to go swimmingly.
But you have a +1 because of that stone.
I do indeed.
He has wrong.
Intelligence.
17.
+1, 18.
It's not being more of a living in a dwarven society. It's a bit difficult, but you do see the occasional boat. You're assuming it's mostly just because, based on how they came in, they use the cover of night and smaller boats in order to get around.
Okay. And so just, I guess, thinking. So I'm guessing to help you out. Guessing to help you out. Your business dealings. You must have some Lord's Guard on the payroll.
We have a... You know, I've just met you, so it's difficult for me to divulge on everything. But, if need be, we do pay a few Lord's Guard off.
No way, lads. Do I look like a fucking Lord's Guard to you?
No, you look like a dwarf that is desperately in need of a wash.
That's what I said.
That is
We keep
accurate.
on trying.
If there's one thing those Lord's Guards are good at, it's hygiene.
Debatable.
Comparatively.
What Miss Briar said, you see, I'm certainly aware that we probably have inside people. It's a case of rooting them out.
Right.
Can
No,
I
I've
look
got
around to see if we recognize anyone?
Make a perception check.
Do.
16. You look around. Nobody there looks familiar to you. Although as you're looking, you do see kind of up above you. You can see several individuals just kind of heavily cloaked and just looking over directly at you. You can see several of them have got crossbows at the ready, but not fingers on the trigger.
All right.
If I were you, Nem, I would make a preemptive strike.
I don't think they're gonna shoot us, so.
Salvage like sees you looking up and just follows your gaze. Oh, don't mind them. Unless you decide to do something stupid, in which case, do mind them.
So we could have an enjoyable thing.
I think we've come up with a good compromise. I don't think we'll be doing anything.
No. I quite like not being a walking pincushion. I'm gonna not do anything too stupid.
Very smart of you.
Thank you. I have a +1.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I will assume that is a positive.
Yeah. A god comes down and smacks me across the face.
All right.
Suddenly,
if we're done
rock
here,
blows and flies off.
Well, you know, I think it's about time we left and got on with our business.
Remember, the organizer stays by the dock.
Right. Hobgoblin, ask about albino whales. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I'm gonna fucking stink of fish.
The smell of fish isn't actually present here. It's only in the Brine Ale House.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's got like a strong salty smell, but that's probably because it leads out to the Soul River.
Yeah, of course. Also, who was literally just picturing the Thieves Guild from Skyrim right now?
I can't.
raise his hand.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't until you said it.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know what it looks like, so I can't.
All right.
So I think,
Let's-
yeah, I go back and find my way to the entrance.
Let's go.
Okay. So, you make your way back through the tunnel, back into the Brine Ale House. The fake cake door is closed.
It's closed.
Yes.
Is there something to open it?
There does not appear to be.
I do the shave and a haircut, you know, knock, 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 knock on it.
Oh my god.
There's a bit of a pause.
Trying to summon Roger Rabbit, like.
About 2 minutes later, you hear just a, and the door slowly opens, and you can see the gnome just like pulling it. It's like,
Hold on then.
Aye, just about. Friendly folk, you know.
All right then.
Never got your name, by the way.
It's, Tannic.
Tanik, Sindri, pleasure to meet you.
Well, go on, get out. Can't be back here all day.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's go. Did you name yourself Sindri? Are you serious?
Yeah, do you not forget? Do you not remember my alter ego?
I
Yeah.
did not remember that.
To be
Oh
fair,
my
I
god.
haven't used my alter ego basically since Exeter.
I don't
But like,
think...
I think as far as the plane, like another plane hunters know me as Sindri. Because I
God,
think we all signed
alright.
up with fake names when we did that, and so I was like, I might as well use one here.
Alright, let's go.
All
So
right.
what's the plan then, people? Are we heading straight to the docks? Are we gonna go?
Well-
We're gonna go as a group?
Should we wait for Delson in this operation, or like, is there like a limit to where he would be at the docks? Like,
Well, I
You were
mean,
just
he-
you were
I'm
just
guessing-
told the
I'm guessing-
hobgoblins at the docks.
I'm guessing if he works at the docks, he's not going to be there at midnight. Well, he might
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
Right? He might be asleep with his hobgoblin wife and hobgoblin children.
alright,
Watching, Hobgoblin Jeopardy or something.
alright. I guess. When do you think Delson would get off?
It would be like it's full days training for him each day. So
Alright, fuck you, Delson, you're being left behind. We're gonna go to the docks.
Wow.
We just hear to be a man from Mulan in the distance. To be a man. Oh, he's busy. Let's leave him.
It's not to be a man, it's be a man.
Is it-
Yeah.
dear man, you must be
Yeah.
swift as a coursing river,
See, me and my infinite Disney knowledge.
with all the strength of a great typhoon, with all the force of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. I tried singing that in the past. I'm not good at it. Anyway,
That's
so
what
you're
my
searching
karaoke
for a
song's all about.
hobgoblin. If that's the case, make investigation checks while I go show my dogs because they're barking at each other. Because one of them wants
Hell yeah.
one bed and the other one doesn't want it. I won't be
He
too
wants
long.
to help me with my role.
One just roll like me.
No.
Bark, bark.
I will
Work,
give
work.
you wisdom from across
Woof, woof.
the city.
Woof, woof, motherfucker. Woof, woof, damn. Who's tapping War and Peace?
Dom.
Okay. A 9. Alright then.
9.
9?
I just noticed the fucking, I'm sorry, is this some sort of peasant joke? I'm too rich to understand. Which, like, you could just spam that for everything that Nemesis does.
Pretty much.
Nemesis in a nutshell. Okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there are very, very few hobgoblins that are in Groffield. So even though you rolled a 9, you are eventually able to find the hobgoblin. It takes you about half an hour, but eventually you find him. Yeah, it's a hobgoblin. You see, like, dark red skin, a sort of, like, long, greasy hair, dirty tunic. He's fishing.
Do we see an abo and a whale?
No.
Do any of us have a fishing rod?
No.
Valif
Or a
does.
harpoon?
Oh.
Wait, who? Wait, who does?
Valif has that stick that turns into a fishing rod.
Fishing stick.
What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well.
This should be interesting. I'm gonna ask Valif if I can borrow his fishing rod.
Valif isn't there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to Shit, I'm gonna
Cry.
think, damn, if only Valeth was here and I could borrow his fishing rod. I wonder if there's a parallel universe where Valeth is here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm finally made it from all the snow. Oh, yeah, sure, up here.
Okay, so I think...
Don't you have like a oh my god, this isn't what it's called, but this is all I can think of, the erection stick.
I do have an erection.
Yes,
stick, you are
it
correct.
has the
The
expanding staff that Fortune had originally, but he took
Yes.
it.
The collapsing pole, it's
The
called.
collapsing pole.
For God's sake.
This, I mean, given how this before this,
Erection stick and matching meat wallet.
given how the conversation that was happening before we started this
Oh my
session,
God.
I'm not surprised at all.
It's called the Rod of Extending, I think.
Oh my
Something like
god.
that. Collapsible pole, yeah, it's one of those.
It
We
was
are getting
all that I could think of, and I was like, this is not what it's called. Tom would never call it this.
Peach,
Oh, yeah.
our resident Laura
Ration says,
Bailey.
use the collapsible stick.
Yeah,
Pour them out with
collapsible
alcohol.
is cool.
Nobody notices me.
Collapsible
Fucking
pole.
hell.
They're not
I'm so
trying
sorry.
to do that, Jason.
Okay.
Pat, it's all right, Gratian.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
maybe you can use your pole. You could, like, maybe if you have some. Maybe if you have, like, some wire or something, and you can make a makeshift.
I think she's cut out again. Either that or she's just
has.
died.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I have any twine or any rope or anything. I
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm
okay.
looking at my stuff, and I have the most useless shit in here. Like, I have a rock. Literally, it's rock.
I mean,
I
I
have-
have 2 lumps of
Why
iron
do you
ore
just have a
about.
rock?
I
I've had-
got it from Platinum Hold when we were in the thing with the Simic hybrids. I also have 2 valves from there.
Wait, I actually do have string.
Oh, good job. She has string.
Does thou have a hook?
No.
No.
I still have
Wait.
half of the horse reins.
You're not here.
Yeah, you're not here.
You're trying to not blow yourself up with your
Yeah.
own gun outside of town.
Yeah. You're off training to fight the Huns and try not to fall in with your funky instructor while sassy Eddie Murphy provides comic relief. That's what you're doing.
I mean, we could always ask the person to borrow a hook. We have everything else. It's worth
Yeah.
a shot. It's a
Tell you
reason
what,
to talk.
I'm just gonna tell you what. Instead of just bickering all day about let's figure out how we make a fishing rod. I'm just gonna go up to him while he's fishing, and just say what should I say? And say how's the catch going? You got anything biting?
Oh yeah, few carp, some trout.
Yeah, it's a shame. And I sort of look off to the other side of the shore and go, you think with a river this fucking gigantic, you get something a bit bigger than a car to put a trout.
Oh, you can get much bigger things here.
No, I'm sure. Like, don't know. I think the other day I saw splashing around. Maybe the further down, but I saw looked like a big albino whale splashing about.
You see him like he was slowly reeling in. You watch him just stop. You want to hunt an albino whale?
Hey, why not? It sounds fun.
You can fucking
It
get.
and it seems fairly easy if you know the right people.
What makes you think that? What makes you think you can hunt an albino whale?
Well, I've had a long life, a lot of experience, and the bravery and the cunning to make sure I don't fail.
Stupidity, more like. Just kind of goes back to reeling. You're serious with this? You want to hunt an albino whale?
Dead serious. I'd rather throw myself in the river than not hunt one.
Just kind of pauses. looks and says, You know what salvage is?
Aye. I've come across some recently.
Whereabouts?
In an old storeroom by an old inn, just right near here.
The current's ripping here, is that true?
As far as I can tell, aye.
Just kind of like looks about, just sees the rest of you just standing there watching. And those are also interested in this hunt?
Aye. They're part of my crew. I don't go anywhere without them.
Just finishes reeling in the fishing rod. Well, it's a bit of a family secret, so just points over to what appears to be a warehouse. Let's go around the back of there. I'll discuss stuff there. All right?
All right. Lead the way.
He picks up his fishing stuff and heads to the back of the warehouse.
Okay, yeah, and I follow him, and I'm guessing the other two follow suit.
Well, yeah, we're coming.
Uh-huh.
Also, I get the feeling I'm in like the fantasy version of the KGB right now.
So you all go, you all head round to the back. As he does, he kind of like walks back and just has a quick look around before he just places the, before he just like turns to you all, just rubs his hands such. So, Zoom Salvage sent you.
Aye, just sends our regards.
So, what can I do for you then?
We're looking to make contact with the Bildges.
The Bildges? Them sure difficult.
Aye.
Well,
But they have a mutual friend of ours locked up, and we need him back.
well,
And Salvage said that you could help facilitate some sort of a trade, you know.
in a matter of speaking, I organize trade deals between the various gangs, or I organize, let's say little spectator events.
What, gladiator, what, fights to the death until you got a bloody nose, what?
Not to the death, but, yeah, something around that. You know, like your fight pits and everything.
Something tells me these fights aren't quite legal around here.
I mean, I wouldn't be the one organizing them if they were.
Aye, fair enough. So, what's this got to do with us then?
Well, you offer something that the builders might be interested in. Can probably get you hooked up with a representative. That, or they tend to watch these little spectator events with the Phoenix going around causing havoc for them. They need all the bodies they can get between them and it.
So what, they're looking for, cannon for them?
Oh,
Make sure that-
they call them bodyguards, but given how many of them they go through, probably cannon fodder.
So, let me guess. You want someone or a group of us to enter into one of your fights and put on a show for the Bildges then?
Well, for a record, you're the ones that are asking, not me. I don't arrange these things on my own whim. I do it because someone wants it. Second, yeah, basically, though can't have too many of you. As you can imagine, the Lord's God don't look too highly on my particular events. Can only handle a limited amount of people in there. Plus, we need time to arrange it.
Aye. Well,
How
Tell you what.
many of you are planning to take part in this fight pit then?
I turn around and just look at the two, but I'm guessing the two either next to me or behind me, and go, well, I'm interested. If you got something coming up.
Probably rope someone together in 2 days, though. Depends on which particular pit you want.
What you got available?
Got a bog standard fight pit, or my specialty is the sunken chest fight pit. Much more difficult event, but you do well in there, that's bound to get attention. Otherwise, you just gotta hope that you win your fight soundly.
What is it?
So what? Two blokes locked in a chest, throw on the river, and whoever gets out first wins.
No, that's boring to 'em. No, it's just requires more than just your standard fighting skills.
Care to explain, or just stay?
Where's the fun in telling you?
And we fight one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one. From what I've been told, the Shadow Phoenix is a lone fighter anyway.
Well, Hobgoblin. You piqued my curiosity.
Aye, so which pit you want and who's
Tell you
taking
what.
part?
Put me down for next time you got one of those sunken chest battle matches you got going on.
I can get one arranged in 2 days.
I suppose I'll participate as well.
Big lass taking part. Right. Probably the most so. Any particular combatants that you want?
Any small infants or leopards you got lined up?
No. I do have one of small stature.
Here, let me guess. He's some sort of halfling warrior monk. He'll break my nose, he'll break my nose, shatter my knee, and put a finger at my bum before I know what's happened.
Not the wording I'd use, but as I said, that would ruin the fun if I told you. For the record, I ain't gonna be telling them what they're fighting, so I won't be mentioning you two either.
I mean, and I just sort of turn to them and say, "Well, you got anything in mind then?"
You mentioned that the Phoenix fights?
No. What I mean is, from what we know, the Phoenix is just one person. So, being able to do good in one-on-one combat will be, rather helpful for you.
Alright,
I just think, Briar, if they knew that the fucking Phoenix bastard was fighting in their pits, do you think they'll let him leave there alive?
Oh no, they'd be dead.
Correct answer.
Bad for business they are.
I'll fight anything without hooves.
Anything without... I don't think I got... I'm sure you won't want to take part. Wait. I'll see what I can find out.
I can handle my own, but I really don't want hooves in my face.
No,
I'm easy.
I don't think I've got any of that. I'll see what I can do.
To be honest,
In fact, that Tom's notes always have Phoenix caw in it. Alright.
let's go. I'm easy with whatever you can throw at me. You know, as long as it's not a 50-foot, as long as it's not like a 50-foot cyclops, you could squish me like a bug. I'm fine.
Don't think any of my combatants are that tall.
Are our friends allowed to watch the matches?
Oh yeah, it's a spectator event. We just can't participate. Wait, how many of your friends are you talking about? It's not just you lot, no?
It's not just us. We have, I believe, 5 more people. Because there's only 3 of us right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it'd be 5.
Me and Fortune, yeah.
Yeah. Getting you over to the sunken chest might be a bit of a pain, but I'm sure I can arrange it. Alright then. If that's the case, give me 2 days. I'll see who I can round up. Get the word out to the various gangs. When it's dark on that second day, given you no salvage, you might know of a little watermill that she tends to go to.
Aye, we know.
I'll be there, but don't be late.
Alright then.
When you see the moons crest over the palace, that's when it's time for you to get here. Also, because I'm arranging this, I need 20 gold from both of you. For the arrangements, you see.
Hold on.
How much was it again?
20 gold for basically the 2 of you.
You're participating, you see, and you do get part of the pot.
How healthy are we talking about this pot?
It depends on what they bet. It depends on who I can get. Though newcomers, if you give a good first impression, you might find them voting for you a bit.
Alright, sounds good. I'll put down...
And yeah, I put down 20 gold.
He just like quickly puts it into his pocket.
Yep.
There you go. Buy yourself a nice shiny harpoon or something.
Nah, this is purely just in case some Lord God comes sniffing about.
Awesome. Alright.
And he picks up his fish equipment and he says to Ali, "Right, so now you know how to hunt 'em. Don't blame me if you get yourself killed."
Don't worry, ugly bastard. I'll be haunting you beyond the grave before you know it. and
Just gives you a nod and walks off.
Yeah, and I walk off as well. Well, he was nice. I turned to those two, so he seemed quite nice. He did.
I'm not sure nice is the word. Civil. I could use that.
And you can almost see like a little glint has returned to Trothanar's eyes, like oh shit, I've got like a cool fight going on. And I go, it's been far too long since I've had a good fight, you know.
I wonder if I could kick your ass again.
Probably, let's be honest. Although to be fair, like you gotta have it fair. You know, take your armor off. None of your fucking fancy schmancy winged angel bollocks.
As if you don't have armor as well?
I'll take off my armor too. Just straight blow for blow, punch for punch. We'll see who's fall to the ground first.
Sounds boorish and very inelegant.
You need to take a good look around, sweetheart. We're dealing with an organised gang trying to impress another organised gang by beating the shit out of each other. Nothing about
Doesn't
this
mean
is
that
elegant.
I have to lower myself to that standard.
Look around you. I'm not sure you can lower yourself any.
Alright, are head back and tell everyone basically what the plan is?
If you want to.
All right.
When we were at the Riptiders, did we at all mention that we had anyone else apart from us three?
No.
So chances are they're going to be like, "Oh my god, who the fuck are these?"
I mean, they knew that we had more people.
Yeah, like they saw those that were there at the watermill, but only a few of you showed in the hideout.
Okay, cool. So they know of us, but they know me, them, and Fortune personally.
Yeah.
Minus Ryan, Bella.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's head back to the Highway Squall and cue the Rocky style montage.
Okay. So you return, and I assume when everyone else shows up, you also explain the stuff to them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So you have 2 days in which to prepare for this. So if there's anything you want to do, then by all means.
All right. Well, for one, I should probably get this crap out of my bag. Like, why do I have it?
What?
A stone.
Unless
A rock.
Didn't know I was
I
a
have
hoarder.
a rock, and I have 2 valves, and I have... Actually, I want to keep the grasp banner, because I'm going to put that up in our house. But,
Love it.
I
just
have
realised
plans.
I have literally 2 lumps of iron ore that I've had in my inventory, I think, since like Pterodon's Crossing.
Okay. See, everyone needs to like clean out their...
I've never used. What the What in sweet Christmas can I do with iron ore? Can I get it like melted down? 2 pieces of iron ore. Can I get it smelted down into like a tiny, teeny dagger or like a sewing needle or something?
I mean, it would with the iron ore that you've got, you could probably make a dagger with it. Like you can probably get the forge to make you a dagger with it. It will still cost, but it'll be obviously a much lower price because you are providing some of the raw materials.
Yeah.
When I get rid of this chalk tooth.
I still have some.
I'm getting rid of these half of a horse reins.
I have a couple of journals, and apparently I'm the one who actually has the journals still. From the Emerald journal. So like,
Yeah.
I actually have. I still, if I remember what the pendant I got from the Necromancer did, I think it had the demon in it.
I thought we gave away the pendant.
Didn't you give the pendant to Morak?
Yeah, I thought we gave it to Morak.
Did we? I didn't remember. Maybe it's just been so long.
It has
We
been
did
a
give
while.
it to Morak.
Because I'm thinking of something that I got like getting pretty close to a year ago. 7, 8 months
I
ago.
guess I should get rid of this green dress because part of it was turned into like a neck bandana for Gratian
Yep.
after what happened to him,
Yeah.
which Nem still feels really bad about.
Where did I get a pearl from?
Keep that. Don't throw that away. I swear to God, I'll kill you.
I'm not throwing it away. It's being kept longer than I intended.
Don't tell me something that pretty.
Listen, pearls are valuable.
So why don't we sell it?
Because we need it for a spell. He probably got it for a spell that he doesn't remember right now. Like,
When are we going to see Kim? Kimpany doesn't remember what shoes he's got on at any one time. Do you think he's going to remember a spell from like 2 months ago?
He probably
Tiffany doesn't count. He has Void Plague.
Had Void Plague.
Had Void Plague. He had Void Plague, and now he has brain damage.
That was the most in the universe. Excuse me. I've never heard. That was amazing. He has brain damage due to Void Plague?
Right? I know. I've been paying attention. I can't remember people's names, but I've been paying attention.
Remember
For
specific
some reason,
details.
for some reason, when he said that, I was just picturing my kids are listening to Kids Butt woman.
Okay, Tom.
Yes.
On the regular, how much does... Is it plate armor that's better?
Plate armor is the strongest you can get. It usually sets you back about 1,000 gold.
I have 1,000 gold.
At least I think. Let me just double check on that because there we go. There's my PDF of the player's handbook because I can't be asked reaching over and grabbing the actual thing. Even though it's probably it's probably fucking faster doing it. But I do believe plate armor is about 1,000. But usually it's not, like, available at, immediately.
So it like, would it need time to like make it, or is it just not available right now?
You can see if it's, you can see if there's any, like, in stock. There is a forge. What's it called? The Black Iron Vestiger is the forge. Or a foundry, I should say.
Okay, yeah, then I'll go there and see if there's any, like, available.
Okay, so, let me just gonna need to check the price myself, because I don't fully remember. Player's Handbook, man, that's a big book. Oh, plate nail is 1,500.
1,500, okay. That's still fine.
Okay, so...
If they have any available.
Okay, so you head to the Black Eye Investigator. There's 3 individuals you can speak to. 2 humans and a dwarf.
This might be off topic, but I'm really wondering how Dave has been doing.
Oh, the bandit.
Oh, the bandit.
Which bandit?
Scry for Dave.
Unfortunately, you don't have the scry spell yet.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go up to the dwarf. That
Right.
seems really racist, but
Oi!
It's a warforged.
You're a tall ass, aren't you?
I am certainly tall. I'm not sure I'm the ass, but
Lass! I said lass! You deaf up there as
Lass.
well?
Wait, where is she living? Sorry.
I'm gonna lean down. You're very small.
I know, lass. It's like I'm a fucking dwarf!
And it's like I'm a giant.
Hey! You're not actually a giant, are you?
No, I'm just a very big human.
Figured, right. What can I get you for?
Do you have any plate mail available on hand?
On hand, yes. Your size, no.
That is fair.
But, can probably fit out one of the pieces we got.
How long do you think it would be to make a custom set?
Depends what you mean by custom. You mean, like, just being able to fit you, or special stuff?
One that would be able to fit one of my stature.
Just take a few days.
How many?
Just kind of like turns to the 2 humans. See, one of them's female, one of them's male. How we doing with our orders? Okay, I guess, now that the Lord's got it gone. 3 days, probably. Can make it 2 if you, pay a bit more.
How much more are we talking?
Well, it's gonna... Plate itself's gonna be 1,500. Refit will probably be 50 gold, but I can bump it up on priority for a further 50, so 1,600, and you'll get it in 2 days.
That's not that bad. Alright. If you can get it to me by 2 days.
We'll certainly try.
I will take out the 1,500. I'll give you the extra 100 when I come back.
Oh, no. You give me this, you get the plate as it is. Look, what makes you think I'm gonna swindle you? I run an honest business here, lass.
I don't think you're gonna swindle me. I'm just not sure if you can fulfill the offer in time.
Tell you what. You give me the 100 now. If I don't get it done in 2 days, you get half of the full amount you gave me back.
Alright. Very well then. I agree.
He takes it and he turns around to the two guys. Alright, drop everything. We got some play armor to refit. Go to the lass over there. We need to, get your measurements. And I'm not the right dwarf for the job.
Thank you very much. Alright.
So you go to the field. It's a human. Shorter than you, but can easily like reach around and such to, for all the measurements. Super like almost like bald cut hair. You can see lots of little burn marks pocketed on her arms and face and such from where sparks like just came up. She just quietly like takes you aside. Doesn't like obviously just like helps you get out of your armor, but beyond that is able to just measure using that. And gets the measurements, like writes them down, and just like helps you put your armor back on. And
I feel like
sends you on your way.
Nemesi's one of those people that just automatically knows her measurement.
Yeah.
I mean, she had enough like bespoke dresses made when she was younger, I suppose.
Right? She's had like custom made dresses. She knows like what she is.
Yeah, but being on the road's gonna change your fat and muscle and all that.
Yeah. Shh! Don't tell anyone Nem's got fat.
What do you mean I've grown an inch?
Yeah, exactly.
No, this is what the tape says.
Smack! Measure again!
Oh my god!
Yeah, they...
Okay.
Sorry. I went to what would the evil stepmother do?
Okay.
Snack.
I think that is what I wanted to do, and hopefully I can get it in time for the match. But is there anything that you guys wanted to do? Well, Nem is apparently beating up this poor. She's not actually doing that.
She's
but
not.
It's really
No.
funny.
I'm just rolling to see if the dwarf pulls off the refitting in time or not.
Yeah.
Also, if you taking the piss out of the dwarf earlier, Torfnut for no reason just has like a quick mental like thing like of clarity, is going, note yourself, punch Nemesis. Oh.
Is it daytime or just in the middle of the night?
Tell you what, how many blacksmiths are in the city?
Just the one. The Black Eye Investiture, because it's a large foundry.
I'm guessing he would do like weaponsmith. He'd be like a weaponsmith as well.
Yeah, it's a foundry, so they kind of work on like large production stuff.
So,
Foundry.
could I go and get like hand in my axe for a day and get it all like sharpened up and polished and look like and even out any like battering it's got or anything like that?
Yeah, it'll cost you a gold, but
That's
they can
fine.
do that.
I've got-
But as E10 says,
You might need to wait a bit.
How long's
Priority
the
order.
bit?
Few days.
What? So what we're talking? 2 a week? What?
2 days, 3 days.
Tell you what.
Hmm.
You do this.
Mm-hmm.
You do this in 2 days, and I'll pay you for 5 gold.
Keep in mind, I got a priority order to be doing. But I'll try.
I swear to God, if I don't get my axe in time because they're making.
Oh, you'll get in time
Oh my god.
for whatever it is that you're doing. If not, and we can loan you one.
Please.
Either
That
that.
axe has saved my life more times than I can count. More times than I can count. That axe, 2 centuries old. You think I'm gonna just borrow some axe? Really? Like,
Well, from what I can see there, you got a hammer.
the hammer is not for fighting, mate.
It's not on brand.
Funny. Looks like one of them hammers that you fight with.
It's an old family heirloom.
Hmm.
It'll be I've been mocking my great-grandfather to use it.
Great-grandfather must have done some really stupid shit then.
You have no idea, friend.
Tell you what, if I don't get it done in time, you get your gold back, alright?
That ideal, and I put down 5 gold.
Alright.
Also, do we run into Nemesis here?
I would assume that,
No, I like the idea of like we cross our paths just as she's leaving, and I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Well, I just rolled to see if that was the case. As you're finishing this transaction, Nemesis comes from a separate room, just finishing adjusting her armor. As in a normal armor, not the plate mail.
But like what, like her new armor or what?
No, her current armor.
Yeah, her current armor.
Yeah, right, lass. Am I getting a bit tight?
Actually, I was just ordering some new pieces.
Can I quickly roll intelligence, see if I put 2 and 2 together for something?
Make an insight check.
An insight check.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, he talked about, like, a priority order of, like, priorities and stuff. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is she the priority?
Yeah.
I'm
Insight.
always a priority.
Yeah, you are.
15. The fact that the dwarf is saying it's priority armor, the fact that Nemesis is here and said that she's put in an order, seems rather coincidental.
Oh, really?
Seems very suspicious.
What a coinky dink.
You're fairly sure you know what it's about. You're connecting the dots quite quickly.
Yeah, let's go. Let me guess. Making an upgrade, aren't we? Moving to plate.
I think it's about time.
Well, I mean, it was about time about 2 weeks ago when I did it, so... It saved my significant time. I mean, I'm appreciated that you're copying my style. I never thought of it. I'll take the compliment, cheers. And I'm so I'm like sticking out my chin as like a little smug little shit.
Do you enjoy being a moron?
It's the only life I've ever known, lass.
Oh, well.
Ignorance is bliss. And Nem walks out.
Yeah, and I quickly and I quickly go over and I quickly go quickly just dart back to the dwarf and just say how much would it cost to make my axe the priority of her?
Just kind of like begin setting it up.
800 gold.
I mean, he did just say that you...
Fucking.
Look, I promised her if I didn't get it done in time, I'd have to pay back half of what she paid.
Oh no, whatever. Give her a fancy fucking dinner plate. It's alright, why don't you give a fuck?
Oh yes, Nem is so spoiled for getting armor that killed. Like
I'm trying to get an edge over the fight.
We're not even fighting each other. It has not been confirmed if we're fighting each other.
You don't know
Oh
that.
my god.
This is
the whole thing. This is what Trotnar is trying to do in case he and Nem fights. This is why he mentioned like take off the armor and just like do like fisticuffs. Fucking
Yeah. No, it's not.
yes, it is.
It's because
If he's trying to get his head, oh my god,
literally,
I will beat the shit out of him.
literally, no. But come on, all Truffnet has is muscle and an axe. She has a hammer, muscle. She's way taller than him. She's got fucking angel magic smiting
She way
powers.
taller. Hot damn, that bitch fucking huge.
She is. Oh my god.
That's a huge bitch.
She's thick, boy.
Oh my god.
So all I was saying is that to make it a fair fight, it should just be straight up, no magic, no funny business.
We
no
don't
armor, just
even know
straight
if we're fighting each other, okay? My cheeks hurt from how much I've been, like, smiling. Oh my god.
Okay, so
Yeah, and I say, forget about it. Just make sure I do a good job of the act. And I just walk out.
all right. So what's everyone else doing in the 2 days? Gun.
Oh boy, I hope you're getting a good smell of all this dirty laundry we're wafting about. Fucking hell.
Gratian, are you going to be watching me train with gun? Actually, Gratian, if you're going forward for the forgery kit, can I ask you to do something for me? Could you also, while you're looking for one, look for a set of Tinker's tools? I will give him the money that he needs for it.
I think I was gonna look for, see if there's new magical items. Do I actually happen to know there's new magical items in the arcane shop? Or nothing worked there?
In the arcane craft, he's got one new item, but as he's like, over the 2 days he does become a bit more talky. It's like,
This, yes, this. It's one of those party trick ones. Yes, just it's nothing
What are those,
special.
what things?
It's a party trick wand.
Cool.
Yes, please.
It seemed a lot that you want you. What's it actually do then?
If you want, I can show you it. Yes, it won't hurt a bit, I promise.
Will it hurt a bit?
No, won't hurt a bit.
13. He's being honest.
Okay.
It truly won't hurt a bit.
Okay, so what's it do then?
Okay, so let me just get the stuff for it. Okay, I need you to make a charisma saving throw, unless you allow it to happen.
Do it. Well,
I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so he flicks a wand, you like feel your face sort of tingle, and you just like tense through it, and it goes away.
No. If you don't want it to happen, I can't show you. No.
Okay, you just didn't at least imply at all what it would do. Made my head feel fuzzy.
That's part of the magic. It's harmless, I'm telling you.
And then,
Alright, so you let him do it this time?
yeah.
Okay, so he does it, your face tingles, and then you feel your brows start to furrow, and like you try and force it doesn't let you, and you're just stuck scowling, like unintentionally.
That's what it does. Yes, makes it so that you just always have a scowl. Well, for 1 minute at the very least.
It's the opposite of the smile wand.
Actually, this sounds actually kind of fun. I think I'll buy this actually.
Yes.
As I try to force myself back to smile, as you know, I guess it's fun.
After a minute, like it almost feels like a grip on your face has ceased, and you go back to your usual bit.
Well, since you've helped, yes, you've helped a bit. It is a rather common item, so plus being a worker here, 60 gold. Yes, 60 seems that would do well.
Okay. Wait, 60?
Yes. It's a magical item still, yes, magical.
Yeah. Okay.
So you giving it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and throw into your character sheet the Wand of Scowls. It is already. It is a thing that actually exists, and
Okay,
the reason why it's similar to the Wand of Smiles, if you use all of its charges and you roll a 1, it turns into the Wand of Smiles.
Mm-hmm.
And if you roll a 1 when that one runs out, it turns into the Wand of Scowls again. This is a one that will never vanish, but it,
Depends what you want it for.
It's a party trick.
He cast the wand of smiles and the wand of scowls at the same time.
And thus, Gloriana became Aqua.
Yeah, I think this might be fun on Paladin.
All right.
Are you doing okay now?
Yes, I suppose. Yes. I'll just have to, maybe think of something different, and this time it'll be mine, and I will just keep it to myself.
I mean, depends on if you want to be known for it, you have to eventually. But,
Yes, if I wish to be known, but I will be known, yes! In the tomes of history already, it's being written!
Does it sound kind of bad? What is he thinking?
As I say, just because the whispers and fit, he appears to have accepted what he was told in that letter, even though he's not aware that you've read the letter. But he seems to now be thinking of basically his next endeavor. Like, is he going to try and learn something? Try and discover something new, and he seems his intention is just to make it him and him alone getting all the credit.
So discovering something that doesn't exist.
Basically.
Yeah, like he found out that he's actually in a D&D world. Meta magic is what not meta magic, but meta magic.
Meta magic, that sounds interesting. Yes, maybe there's something there. Or maybe the lost scores. Yes, discovering those.
You mean the good luck. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna be busy for the next couple of days, so
That's fine, I have some... I can manage.
Alright.
I'll leave him. I'll go visit, and I'll go visit the Kimini's daughter, whose name I forget.
Kendall.
Kendall. That's what I was thinking was Kendall, but I was like, I think I had it.
Alright, so you head to the Tinkerer then.
Mm-hmm.
It is still busy, it is still loud, and Kendall is currently not there at the moment, though you kind of hear her shouting in a side room. After a few minutes, she kind of like walks out, just looking rather annoyed. Just like, oh, you're with the group of people, ain't it?
Yeah. Something wrong?
No, it's just one of these fucking Warforges just broke my latest project.
Oh.
Anyway, what's up?
Just kind of wondering if anything's new and just.
No, not at the moment. Business has been busy. Who knew that opening up a shop that uses a rather uncommon manufacturing thing would be popular?
Yeah, it does sound like it's going very well.
Yeah, all my projects are on hold, and it's basically on an order basis.
You have any interesting things I could order? I kind of. Yeah, there's. I honestly I forget what hell she had to begin with.
I mean, it depends. Well, you actually sold her all out. You bought all of her stock.
Yes, I know we did. I remember that.
Depends on what you're looking for.
Protection?
Protection. Kind of like looks at one of the wooden spider things. Might be able to configure one of my things there. The problem is that it'll be a one and done kind of deal.
So just basically break after I use it?
Yeah. Let me think. She just kind of like she just begins to ponder and such. I mean, magical items I can sort of make, or they work like magical items, but they're very specific.
Yeah. Sounds a lot more specialized when you explained it last time.
Artificers are even after the discovery of them, they're not that well explored, shall we say. I mean, I can do item infusions. I put a spell into something.
Could be interesting, although I think the only thing I have is a dagger that I never used.
And it also depends, because I mean the infusion's based off spells I know, and unfortunately with Artificers we're not. Most of our work comes from Celestine and less of the arcane.
Well, it sounds like a fun little shop. I guess I kind of thought last. Probably not going to find anything useful overall, because I don't really know how to either.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I can do for mundane objects is I can make but if I could probably do that actually. Like I can make something have emit a sound or an odor. I can have it shed a very tiny light, not a strong one, but I could probably change it to do that.
Yeah, I think I guess I think it sounds like you're busy. I think probably best to just leave you. Sorry.
It's fine.
Is there anything I can help with the project thing that would you say got broken?
Just kind of like slowly looks towards the open door. No, I think I need to see where exactly I'm going to start again on.
Okay. Well, best of luck then.
Probably gonna need it, because if these fucking things... And she just walks back into the side bit and begins yelling at it again.
Hey. Well, for now, that's all I can think of, so at the very least, that's probably my day. Maybe I'll go sip tea.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything for the 2 days? Or are we just fast forwarding to the day? Oh yeah, Gratian was looking for forgery kits. Make another investigation check.
Oh, and
And Tinkerer's tools. Yeah, so make an investigation check, because, as I said, it's not a common thing.
You might find Tinkerer's tools at Kindle's. Literally got Tinkerer in the name.
So you do find Tinkerer's tools at Kendall's, as Thorn said. So the Tinker's tools will cost you 50 gold.
Don't worry, fam. I got you. Great.
And for the forgery kit, it would be... So you do eventually get the rest of the stuff you need for a forgery kit. That'll cost you a further 10 gold.
No, Gratian, add 50 to your stuff because I'll give you the money.
So the Tinker's Tools allows, Delson to create his ammo for his musket. And will also allow him to repair the musket should it get damaged and no longer work. Because they can do that, because that has a misfire mechanic.
Yep.
Which currently it's one above what it says in the bit which I gave you, because you're not proficient.
Yep. Does anything change over 2 day of gun?
No. You still need a further week and a half.
Ah.
I've been keeping tabs on it all.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Oh shit.
You spend the next 2 days doing what you need to do. Nemesis, your armor is completed on time.
Sweet. All right. I mean, it would have been cool to get half the money back, but if they did a good job, then.
Yeah. And Trofnar, your axe is also done on time.
Da-na-na-na.
Pay 800 gold to get it finished on time.
So yeah, Nemesis now has plate mail. Note to self, start throwing a bunch of spellcasters at you.
Does that mean I need counterspell?
As long as they aren't net.
Ooh, I wonder if there's a spell called net.
Oh my god.
How close is this?
Can I put chainmail in the bag of holding?
Yeah, because it's chainmail. Chainmail's, you know.
Alright, then I'm gonna put that in. How did I get my horse feed to gray out? I don't remember.
Oh, Bulmo.
Because aren't you having it in the bag holding?
Yeah, I gray items out that I have in the bag of holding, but I haven't done that in a while. Here we go.
That bag of holdings. That bag of holdings probably getting pretty full.
It's a bag of holding, excuse me.
Bag of holdings still have limits.
We have two bags of holding, it's okay.
Yeah, just put the bag of holding in the bag of holding.
The bag of holding and the bag of holding. Infinite bags of holding. That's how that works.
You mess with the natural order.
Yeah, it can hold up to 500 pounds, cannot exceed a volume of 64 cubic feet.
I'm sure we're fine.
Okay. So, who's into the watermill then?
Me.
So the
I'm
people
guessing all of us.
Yeah, all of us.
Except Ryan and Valif, because yeah, they've just been doing stuff.
I guess I can take off a day from gun.
Well, this is in the evening. This is after, so this is after Sicily's trained you for that day.
Does anyone walk? Yeah. Do we have to be the participants from when we meet, or is it just gonna be?
You can view.
You can spectate.
Yeah, they explained it all to you. It's like you don't have to participate. You can be a spectator.
We're spectral potatoes.
Although keep in mind for the battle map, I'm not having where the spectators all are, just because.
Kirka's ass. No interference.
Well, no, it's just easier.
Honestly, I probably don't want to spectate, or I don't want to participate.
Well, they've already confirmed who the participants are, because the Harbor said I can't have too many people, otherwise. Yeah, participate, otherwise it takes too long, and then the Lord's God take notice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, alright.
Can I wear my costume mask to it?
Oh my god.
If you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Persona.
Alright. So. So I assume everyone but Raya and Valif. So, you make your way back to the watermill. Seems to be somewhat. You notice there's a little bit of a light, actually, in the inside. So do you go in? Or
I think are we ready? You think we're ready?
Yeah.
Slide
Alright.
the door open. Say, we have arrived.
right, you open the door,
I am here.
and you can see like crossbow, not like pointed at the door, but like at the ready. You can see the hobgoblin again, just like sitting next to a small table with a candle on it.
You made it.
Just undoes the latch so that the crossbow doesn't fire.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I got a boat big enough. This way.
He takes you to the makeshift dock, where there is a boat. And as he like sits on the front, he's like,
I hope one of you don't mind doing the rowing.
You know, I'll do it. It'll be a nice warm up.
Right.
you all hop in. He like looks about and he points towards the tide bobber, the partially sunken ship.
Sick.
That's where we're heading.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's a sunken chest is what it's called?
Sunken chest now makes sense.
Yeah. Be quick, but be stealthy.
Sounds like neither of these two.
Well, thankfully, it's not them being stealthy like themselves. It's more just them trying to row quickly and such.
Row your boat.
Wait, I just realised I'm a dwarf. Do I know how to row?
It's
You should.
rowing is not rocket science.
Gently down the stream.
It's you do just kind of like be. It takes you a bit to like get the the proper order with both oars. Like at one point you're just there like sort of paddling it part way through, and then it's like wait, there we go. Okay,
Yeah, we
there we
started
go.
going in a circle at one point. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I forget about those like double oar things. They look kind of weird to use.
I've used them before. They're not that difficult.
Yeah, once
I've
you get into
never
the hang of it. And
Yeah, once you get
rhythm
the trick is just making sure that you match the movements on each side and know how to correct.
I feel like I
Pretty
might
much.
I remember one time when I was still learning how to do that, and I was, my cousin, he got mad at me because I didn't know what to do, tipped the boat over.
I mean, I'm better at canoeing.
Helping.
I'm better with the canoeing kind of thing. Like, I'm really good with that because I used to do canoeing.
Freaking, I'm sorry. He thought that tipping the boat over was better than us going around in circles while I.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, doing it that way is harder than doing it the canoe way because you've got more control and there's less to fuck up. God, I miss canoeing. That was fun. Anyway. So it takes you about 5 or 10 minutes for Trafnar to like get adjusted and get you going. And then you pull up to the sunken part of the tide bobber, up to the bit where the top part of the deck is actually, like, it's weird. You've noticed this thing, like, bobbing up and down throughout. This one, it's almost as if it's never sunk. Like, it's got a bit of a list to it, but for the most part, surprisingly, it's seeming steady. You can see, like, the anchor and such that's there, and he just has you bring the boat up to it and then ties it to the anchor.
Right. Gotta climb up this.
And then he puts the crossbow on his back and begins to just climb up the chain.
And yeah, I just start climbing up after him.
Yeah. It's a bit difficult for those of you that aren't particularly strong, but you're able to...
Okay.
But the links are big enough that you're able to, like, rest and such. And you can actually see there's little... Like, there appears to be, like, iron bars that have been, like, welded to it that lets you, rest if you need to.
Okay, I'm curious.
It only takes a minute or two. 3. You fall into the boat a few times.
Yeah, I was curious because I have a -2 strength modifier. I think I'm the only one with strength.
Eventually, as you struggle a bit, the hobgoblin comes down and just, like, not gently, just, like, grabs you, just, like, tucks you under his arm because you're a small girl, and just climbs up one-handed. It's not comfortable at all, and actually kind of embarrassing.
This is great.
And he just, like, unceremoniously just drops you onto the deck. Which you notice there are people on the deck. Only a small amount, and they're mostly near the back where it goes to the lower deck.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for the delay. Let us head down then to the sunken chest.
And they begin to make their way down to the lower decks. He takes you and it takes Strofnar and Nemesis aside.
Right. Got a few people here. They're not really asked if they take part or not. So, given you first timers, I'll tell you who's here, and you decide which one seems more appropriate for you. That sound alright for the two of you?
Alright, let's hit it.
Right. So, we've got a gentleman called Vorfris. Newcomer, arrived here about a week ago, already proved himself. Ziggy, rather small lass, but knows how to put up a fight. Obra, trickster he is. J-Wall, he's a big lad. And Ackert, pretty creative he is. So which one do you want to fight?
Well, ladies first, you go ahead, lass.
Oh god. Kind of look at all of them.
Wait, who was the first one you said something?
First one's a lad called Vorfris.
I was gonna take the newcomer.
Vorfris, alright.
You mean Ziggy?
Ziggy's not the newcomer. Ziggy, she's been here for a while. Alright, so it's, Briar, was it?
I don't remember you telling you that, but...
I think Trofnar said your name.
Trofnar said it? Okay.
Yeah, when they were discussing it.
Alright.
Any particular title or place you came from? Gotta rile the crowd somehow, you see.
The Baroness.
Baroness.
Everyone will remember now.
So would you rather me announce you as Briar or the Baroness?
The Baroness is fine.
Alright. What about you, lad? You got your pick from the other four.
So who was this big one you mentioned?
Oh, J-Wall. Big lad. Tough, well. Dumb as a
How
box
big
of
we
rocks.
talking, right?
Just looks at Nemesis.
Bigger than her.
I'll take him.
Alright. I'll let the other three know that their services ain't needed.
He points over to what you see is a rope ladder.
You head over down that ladder. There'll be a small area. I'll come and collect you when it's your time. Just to check, any particular order you two want? Which one of you two wants to go first?
I think Trofnar should go first.
There you go on then. I'll put
Trofnar, your name is, eh?
For God's sake.
How'd you want to be addressed when I announce you?
The glowing hammer. There.
I would be the champion of Underoak.
Champion of Underoak, eh? Alright. I'll get everyone sorted. The rest of you, come on down with the rest of the spectators.
He takes the rest of you down to the lower deck, which you can see. You're actually looking into the cargo hold at this point. It's a big hole with a few barriers up through it. There's multitude of people. Some of them actually appear to be wearing like more fancier tunics, almost like they're nobles. And as they, as Nemesis and Trofnar are getting prepared and such, the rest of you, the Hobgoblin stands up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunken Chest. Apologies for the short notice, but a new blood wanted to prove themselves. So we got our first match, the champion of Underrock versus the ever-going Charge. Place your bets, everyone.
So, if anybody wants to bet on Trofnar or the other individual, whose name Jewal, as his proper name is.
By the way, when it calls him the ever-going Charge, you audibly hear me gulp.
I'll put down 10.
You're not
what's
there.
the guy like again?
Oh,
I'm not?
You're in a separate area preparing.
Oh, I don't get to spectate? Okay.
You're in part.
Okay, so
there's a small porthole where you are, where you can actually see
Okay,
in.
but I don't get to participate with the betting in it.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Like when he says this,
sorry, lass. Participants can't bet, you see. Too much of a chance of fixing the match.
Man, I just wanted to spite him. Alright.
do you see 30 on 30 from Gratian and 10 from Delson?
Whatever. I'll do 162 on Truff.
Oh, 1 silver. Fucking hell.
okay.
Let me put my.
You guys have so much faith in me. Like, way too much.
Oh, I just put that much because I have that much. I wanted the money. There's 2 in it.
You should have.
Okay. So, you hear several people betting. A lot of them do bet on the Endless Charge.
I'm the underdog. Perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually,
All right. So, for our newcomers here,
just beckons to Delson and Florian and everything.
to give an explanation, the Sunken Chest is a one-on-one fight, but it's also a fight against the rising waterline.
Fuck.
So Now, let's see how it goes. Take your seats, everyone.
And he jumps off the large crate that he's been using and heads to the separate area.
Right, champion of Underrock.
Points to some stairs that are nearby.
Go down there and prepare yourself.
So what's the rules, eh? To the death or what?
Well, keep in mind we don't have any of them nullifying stuff, so try not to do permanent damage. But don't worry about knock him till death. We've got a few clerics here.
Good to know. Alright. And I just sort of do a big breath and then just walk up the stairs.
Okay. Let me pull the battle map up. Once I actually move it over to the side, because by God, I've got way too many maps here. I should really archive some of these maps because I don't use them anymore. There we go. So this is the bottom deck of the Tide Bobber. Where are you? There. And you, Trofnar, are here.
Lovely.
And as you're just getting ready, you hear coming from the other steps. And from it, you see a large, hulking form. Initially, you think it looks human. And then you notice the trunk and the tusks. And standing at nearly 8 feet tall, staring dead at you, is a Loxodon.
Oh my god.
you see him like slowly reach behind and pull out a large serrated great axe. He just holds it and just stares at you.
I guess I'll do the same and try not to shit myself.
All right. So you hear the Hobgoblin say,
Fighters of the Sunken Chest, prepare your minds, your body, and your breath.
Second, then you hear a, and you see, looking behind you, you can see two grates that are kind of welded, that would just kind of place into the onto the wood. You watch as they shift, and water begins to flood in. I need you to roll initiative.
1 second, my roll 20 is being a bastard.
This is like the scariest shit. God, I hate water.
Whoops. That's... Oh, wow.
I mean,
Yeah, you're
to...
good. It's fine. He rolled a natural fucking one.
I mean, Trotner might be able to do it if he gets the high ground.
Yeah, like, Trothnar was a small competitor, and then he picks a fight with a Luxodon.
Yeah, why
I was
not?
talking all that good shit a second ago.
And now the water's gonna be, like, sinking and shit, and it's tiny. Oh, God.
I swear to God,
Water,
I can't believe you picked, like, the newbie. You fucking coward.
But it's Trotner.
They said that he was, like, already... Like he already proved himself and shit. Like, you know?
True. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
Grayson just asked
my
what
shit is
Trotner's
being
name.
very annoying.
That's fine.
Come on.
You can do it. Probably not.
So, what is Trotner's theme? Grayson needs, or Durtel needs
My
to know.
theme, my theme will be... Can my theme be heavy machineries?
Oh, wait. This... I should re-roll that because this guy gets advantage on initiative rolls. That's a better roll. That's the boat. Whoops. I'm just gonna do some stuff here. Set that to the map layer.
No, we need the boat's initiative. We need
Well,
to
no,
know how often it does stuff.
Well, no, because that's top of the round stuff. Okay, so you still rolled higher than him. So, Drofnar, you're up.
Right. Can I dash behind the mast on this? What is this in the center?
That's a mast.
Is it a mast?
Yeah, that's like a pillar.
Can I just immediately dart behind the mast?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so that's your movement.
And then I will just prepare. Can I ready an action if he goes within 5 feet of me? I try to hit him.
Yep, draw.
Oh, actually wait. No, can I do it? I'm guessing I can't do it. So if he gets within me, I move one tile or something.
No, you can't. You can't hold a move action. You can only hold an action that you can do where you're standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Can I specifically say that if he tries to get near me, can I try to cut his his Achilles tendon or his hamstring or something?
I mean, that would just be you're trying to attack him.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm slashing at the only thing I can hit, which is his legs.
Okay. Okay, and is that your turn?
Sure, and I look forward to my impending death.
Okay. So, you watch so you guys watch as Trofnar just runs behind one of the masts. You watch as Loxon just begins and he's gonna charge right for you. So, 5, 10, 15, 20. So go ahead and do your attack.
Just the one?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if you want it so that you do, your full set of attacks, and sure, but the enemy would also get it.
There you go.
So that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
20 plus 4.
9. Okay. So you slash in. He doesn't react in as much as you would expect. And then you notice he is frothing at the mouth. And you've seen someone else act similar to this. You've seen Neri act similar to this.
Oh dear.
He is going to do his 2 attacks. Reckless. So that is a... That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
For the first hit. And the second one, that is a 22 for the second.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, so you take... So you take 8 points of slashing damage for the first hit.
Well, 71 minus 8.
On top of...
Yep.
1 second. I'm just mathing here. Give me a second. That, and I need to see what type this is, because I don't fucking remember what type it is. Give me a second while I try and find, because there is a lot of stuff here. Well, I say a lot of stuff. It's, you know, which feat is this? Can deal. Is
The
it?
one that
Oh,
ends
that's the one that
Conrad's
it is.
career.
And you take an additional 9 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage?
Yeah. So that's for the first hit. And for the second hit, you take a further 13 points of slashing damage. So you, like, slash into its leg, it, like, sticks in, and as you pull off, he underswings his axe, and you actually watch as it sort of glows slightly, as it slashes up into, like, just under your chest. He twirls it around, and basically baseball swings it at your head. Your helmet takes the impact of it, but it fucking hurts. Alright. It's your turn now.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, you have all the things, you picked the barbarian.
Yeah, no, I didn't know he was going to be a barbarian. I thought it was going to be like some sort of fancy Goliath or something. Okay. Are these stairs up here? Do any of these stairs go up?
Yes, but there are doors that are closed.
Okay,
close.
so there's no
Those are the
raised
stairs you came down.
There's not a raised position. Okay.
No. They lead to the upper deck.
Okay. Can I try to... Hold on. Okay, so first thing I do
Yes.
is I get out my good friend Barney.
Yes.
And from what I know, one of his things he can do is he can do like a crazy bright flash of light.
The daylight spell, yes.
Yeah, can I do Can I just basically bring out Barney and do daylight to try to dazzle this fucking beast?
It's just, yeah, let me just read the particulars of the spell. You know, make a sleight of hand check to see if you can do it before, you know, in a way that he can't react.
Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. 1+1 and sleight of hand. Work for me.
7. No, you just, like, raise it up, you know, scream the command word, but he shields its eyes. And that's your action, unfortunately.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, it's now his turn.
I can't move, can I?
You can, but he gets an attack of opportunity if you do. Unless it's, you know, unless you stay within 5 feet of him.
Okay, fuck it then.
Okay. Since Zealot Barbarians, Dom, to answer your question, Divine Fury.
Oh, God.
Okay, so he's doing Reckless. That is a natural 18, so that is 25 to hit for the first one.
Yeah, sure.
And the second one is a 14, so even with Reckless, misses.
Nice.
But you do take 15 points of slashing damage. And a further 9 points of radiant damage. Yeah. And that's his turn. Alright. You're up.
Alright, what the fuck do I do?
Keep in mind, because he's done Reckless, all your attacks on him have advantage.
Do they?
That's the downside of Reckless attack.
Yeah.
The Barbarian gets advantage on his hits, but so does the enemy that's attacking him.
Okay.
Unless that unless that person has disadvantage and it just is a straight roll.
Okay, can I do 2 attacks?
Yes.
And can I action surge and do 2 more?
Yes. And you get advantage for literally all of them.
I know, that's why I'm doing it.
Can he get some big damage?
Let's find out.
That hits. So that's your first one. Obviously, natural 1. Hits. Misses.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage for your 2 attacks that did hit.
Who bet on me? Why are you guys this stupid?
It was literally bad luck. That's still a lot of damage. That is 29 damage. Reduced down to...
Did any of us actually 60. Bet on the Elephant Man? I thought we all bet on it.
I mean, even for a barbarian, that did a dent. He's looking a bit hurt, but he's shrugged off a good chunk of hits. It's now his turn. So, Reckless, because why would you not as a barbarian? Ooh, that's a natural 19. So that's definitely going to hit. That's going to be a 26.
Yeah.
And the second one, that's a natural 18. So both of those hit.
Yeah, they do.
So your first one, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
2, 3,
And
4.
a further... Jeez, I'm rolling really good on the Divine Fury. A further 9 points of radiant. And the second one is 10 points of slashing damage after that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oof. Okay. So he just slashes into you, and he actually swings his axe back, directs it so the point of the axe is pointed at you, and essentially rams it into your stomach. He's almost pinned you against the mass, and as he pulls back, he raises his axe until he realizes that you are not moving. It's like... Just, you watch him breathe out a few times. Well, the rest of you actually breathes out. He just raises his hand up and walks away. There's a brief pause where it's like, yeah! Just a bunch of people start clapping and yelling. A cleric does come out and very quickly brings you back from the brink of death, Trofnar.
Yay. How much health do I have now?
You have 9.
9.
Yeah, even though they're a seedy underground organization, yeah, and this is a, non-unlawful fight pit, they don't want people to die.
Yeah.
Yep. Attracting too much tension.
Sorry, man. Alright. So.
Yeah, then yeah, we all gotta pull together. Come on, Nem's gonna win. Let's put in like 1,000 for her.
Okay, so as Trofnar, as you're led up and you're actually led to where the spectators are, the hobgoblin stands up again.
Well, valiant effort by the champion.
He just claps, and it's a genuine one. It's not like the sarcastic like, oh yes, well done. It's like genuine. It's like,
started to look like it was working for him, but unfortunately the endless charge don't stop. Now then!
By the way, because I think he's being sarcastic, I just look at him and mutter into all just fuck yourself.
Oh, that's pretty rude of you, lad.
18. He's genuine. He's being genuine. Like,
yeah, Trofnar, he's being honest.
Now then.
It looks pretty good. I mean, he started bleeding, right? You said didn't he get?
Yeah, no, and he's up there as well. You can see he just like have a gash across like his chest and such, which is like he's just trying to patch up. All right, so
now then, time for the new one.
I kind of would have found it funny if I rolled a 1 and it's like, yeah, just screw that asshole.
Like the next newcomer, the Baroness versus the Freak in the Dark. Place your bets, everyone.
Oh boy, I'm already frightened just by that name.
actually, one more round as well, and it would have been classified as you swimming, by both of you swimming as well. Because keep in mind, water level rises, and while it's happening, you actually do see like the water is being drained while the betting's going on.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can we cast spells from the audience?
There's people keeping a close eye, making sure there's no outside interference.
Oh, fuck, okay.
So you could try, but it'd be a sleight of hand check.
Alright, because I was wondering, because I was kind of thinking... Casting haste on... different...
Well, what is... I guess since we're going to discuss it now, and I had thought about what is the distance actually from the spectator area?
It's about 60 feet.
Wait, Fortune, are you putting any money on your girlfriend?
Yeah, but my range for haste is 30 feet, so for me to do it, I'd have to walk into the arena.
Yeah, I'm going to put on 500.
Oh, you are going to put 500? Wow.
You guys are going to lose all your money. Oh my... I'm not going to feel bad because you guys bet that money, okay? I'm going to feel a little bad.
Okay.
Over
So-
1,000.
So
yeah,
keep tabs on what you bet.
I did.
Wait, Fortune's still betting. And
Yeah,
Cosner
I'm just putting mine in platinum area, and I got rid of all that I put on trophy.
So that's like 1,680 gold.
Somebody's not a happy
it's like,
buddy.
on the
in
first bet,
background
I
there.
was the one who I think went the highest. Now everyone's going more than by like a lot.
And you actually find with this one, the bets are a bit split. Like, it seems to be an even split between the two of them.
Alright.
Okay, so the betting...
wait.
Yes.
But yeah,
Can
I'm
I
pretty
give
sure-
anything to Nemesis, or is that not allowed?
Nemesis in a
They're
separate
already
room.
down.
You'd have to sneak.
Dumb today.
She's not gone down there yet. You could maybe sneak something over to her, but you'd have to make a stealth and sleight of hand check.
One right after the other?
Yes.
Mhm.
Stealth check to get away without being spotted, and sleight of hand check to, 10, 24. Okay. So what do you sneak over to Nemesis?
2 potions of healing.
Okay. So
But yeah,
you sort of like go over to the separate area where she is, and you do get spotted when you get there. It's like, hey, what are you doing? And as you turn around, you're just able to quickly sneak the potions. It's like,
What, word of advice there or something?
She's my partner.
Ah, gotcha. All right. Well, you best head down to the bottom deck then.
Kick his ass, sweetie.
Got your flower.
Oh my god.
so
thinking in terms of magic, like, pretty much everything
Look
but
at that
haste is an
face.
attack spell. They're useless.
okay, so you head down, and everything goes quiet as you hear the just as everyone's getting prepared, and then you hear just some footsteps come from the other staircase. And initially, you think it's a human, but then you notice gills on the side of its neck.
Oh, that's
Oh my god.
this is not fair anymore.
You have seen this creature before in Platinum Hold,
Oh, dicks.
in a facility that had been untouched for a
Oh
millennia.
my god.
It's a sim. Wait, it's a sim. Really?
The Simic hybrid
Oh look, it's one of your followers.
It's one of
Oh yeah, is he gonna say? He's like, oh hey.
You watch as he takes out a large glaive. He just like observes it, looks at you, and just gives like a respectful nod. I think he's got a glaive. Good.
nod back.
It sounds like he recognizes you.
Fucking.
All right. Roll initiative.
No.
All right. Fucking
I will
hell.
agree, though, like, how obvious would be a bunch of magic flying stands?
Very obvious. This is why you'd have to make a sleight of hand check. Jeez, these guys' initiative. All right, Nemesis, you're up.
Well, I mean, wouldn't they just stop the fight flat out? They just saw like a bunch of like attack spells throwing into the arena.
They'd probably go after you at that point.
Just so you remember, I have my buckler shield, not my kite shield.
Yep. So that means you have an AC of 9. Is 20, I think?
It's 20.
Yeah, because plate plus you. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Big girl.
My sheet's in the way. There we go. All right. You know what? Let's get up. Let's get up close at 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
And then I would not be able to hit him, but I will cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Which, as you cast it, you hear a bunch of like the spectators up top just go woo woo. It seems like they're more used to, you know, just actual fighting and none of the spell elegant stuff. Well, I'm just gonna use this just because it's less glowy.
Is my spiritual weapon allowed to attack on this turn, or because I just summoned it, it's not allowed to?
What's it say in the description?
Oops. I didn't mean to click on that. I keep meaning to press the I button. Sorry.
That's fine. I mean, that would be the attack anyway.
When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Okay.
So
yep.
I can.
And so that's your roll, and so that hits.
All right, and that is a 1d8 plus my spell modifier.
11. Not bad. All right, so the sword the water's already starting to pool up, so it almost like it appears from the water and slashes down at the Simic. He like tries to block it with the glaive, but it sort of goes through and cuts into his shoulder. All right.
All right, and then does the reaction count as a bonus attack? Or like as a bonus thing?
So that was your bonus action.
Yeah, that was my bonus action. I'm just saying, can I hold my reaction?
You can hold your action, because you haven't used your action, because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
spiritual weapon is a bonus action to cast anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, then I'll go ahead and hold my action for when he gets close to me, and I'll hit him with my warhammer.
All right. So, it's now the Simic's turn. You see him, like, get ready to stab with his glaive before he just leans back a bit. You watch as his throat begin to convulse a bit.
What the fuck?
And then eventually goes, and you see a glob of acid get fired at you.
Oh my fucking god.
I need you to make a dex save.
Oh my god. Please tell me that makes it. It's so gross.
Yeah, you dodge it.
Sweet.
So you watch as the acid like flies across, just.
Whew.
He looks a bit frustrated, and then you see him smile. He's going to use his action surge, and he's going to attack you twice with the glaive, because the glaive has a 10-foot reach.
Oh, fuck. That means that I can't hit him, but he can hit me.
Yep.
Bitch. All right. Come on.
That is a natural 19, so that is a 25 to
That
hit.
misses. No, wait. That's a natural?
Natural,
Okay.
not including his bonuses.
Yeah, okay.
And that is a 20 on the second.
Damn. Okay.
Just hit.
Come on.
Okay, where the... There it is.
Hit with the stabby stick.
So for your first one... Ah, jeez. You take 5 points of slashing damage for the first one.
Okay.
And... Fuck! And 4 points for the second.
She good.
All right.
Oh, wait, actually...
Boy, where was this
Actually,
luck?
19. He crits on a 19.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So that was... What was that first roll I did?
5?
5, so that was... So that's 7 points, because I rolled shitty on the actual damage roll.
All right, there we go.
Okay. And for his movement, he's going to... I gotta shift that a bit. He's gonna... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna back away into there. Yeah, I'll just move that there. Alright, it's your turn.
Coward.
All right. Yeah, thank you, whoever has that little yellow...
Yep.
Yeah, I could totally reach him from here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. My sword's gonna follow me.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 15, 20, 25. I think it moves 30 feet.
It moves 60 feet, actually, but...
Okay, well, either way.
But yeah, it makes it. All right, and then I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do 2 Warhammer attacks, and no wait, I'm gonna cast Thundering Smite first on my hammer because that's a bonus action,
Okay.
Smoked.
and then I am going to do 2 Warhammer attacks.
Alright. Those two both miss.
Fuck. All right, and then my weapon will go ahead and try to my spiritual weapon.
Yep. I'm just quickly checking something here. Just need to double check on some of it. I think it's fine. Unless it's not doing what I think it's doing. Yeah, it's not adding in that fucking thing. Great. Okay. At least now I know what it actually is. That misses.
Bitch. All right.
God, I gotta fucking change it to the
I just can't get a hit on him.
Give me a second. The armor class thing isn't counting in one of its feats. Whatever, I know the math for it. Okay. He...
Oh, wait. Isn't he in my range for my Aura of Conquest?
He is.
He's 10 feet within me, yep.
So that is... 1 second.
So he has to make a
Wisdom.
wisdom save.
Think wisdom. Alright. Let me just...
How wise is he?
That is a natural 2.
Oh yeah, he definitely fails.
Yep, he is
so
frightened.
he's frightened of me, and when he starts his turn, he takes psychic damage half equal to my paladin level. So that's 3 damage.
It's usually rounded down.
That's
so...
what I said.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget your 7th level.
Yeah, I rounded down.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so he takes 3 points right off the bat then. He's going to do another acid spit at you.
Alright.
So I need you to make another dex saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you make it. So you don't take any damage there. Yeah, that's his turn because he can't move. If I remember correctly, it's... I was like, because I remember we asked about this.
Yeah.
If they have to re-roll.
I think we just house ruled it that they do have to
Re-roll to see if they get it at the start at the end
Yeah.
of their turn. Okay, let's see. What's the DC?
The DC is equal to my my spell.
So your spell level is
15, my spell save.
Doesn't make it. Still feared.
Alright.
Okay, you're up.
Aw, are you afraid of me? And I'm gonna go in for 2 more hits.
Second one hits.
Second one hits, and I'll go ahead and roll my spiritual weapon. Ah, bitch. Alright.
And wait, I don't know if you can stack additional divine smite on that.
You can't.
Aw.
The spiritual weapon is just the spiritual weapon. Alright, so that
I meant the warhammer
is-
hit.
Oh, the warhammer?
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty sure you can. You can stack divine smite on it, but I didn't say that.
It's
so.
concentration related stuff, so you know you can't. You obviously can't multi-stack concentration.
Oh, yeah. So that's 4 and then 2d6 thunder damage. And he has to make a strength throw. A strength saving throw.
I mean, he's good at that, but he rolled a 7, so that is 13 total.
That is a fail.
Okay.
So he gets knocked back 10 feet and he's prone.
Okay. Technically, that would mean he's not feared anymore because he's out of your aura.
Yes, he is out of my aura, so he's not feared.
Okay. So it is now his turn.
Yep.
So half his movement. And then 5, 10, 15. Because he is now going into... Actually, wait. Is that within range? Yeah, it's within range if going by that. So make another dex save because he's spitting acid at you.
Oh, great. Fucking
Oh, you fail that one. So
my luck had to run out.
So you've been dodging pretty well, but as you kind of like blast him away and you like get ready, you try and like put on an intimidating pose, try and fear him from a distance, and as you look up, you see this glob of acid like come for your face. You cover your shield, your face with your shield, and as it hits, you like feel like it burn into your flesh.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the face.
You take 13 points of acid damage.
He touched the face.
Jesus. All right.
And you just see him like he twirls his glaive around and gets ready for you to come at him again. Also, let me just check. How many rounds has it been? Because I'm keeping tabs. That was the... Okay. At this point, the water is starting to pool up. You think probably after this next bout, the water's gonna start giving you disadvantage because it's classifying as fighting in water.
All right. I can do that. All right. Fucking, I'm gonna come at him.
Okay, whoops, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Just for the sake of it, I assume it's right next to him. That's just where I can move everything.
Yeah. I don't quite appreciate that. I'll go ahead and do.
Okay, second one hits.
Second one hits, and spiritual weapon.
That hits.
All right. So
oh
that...
wait, isn't your divine smite concentration?
My divine smite?
The one that you did for the thunderous, smite, the thunderous smite even.
Yeah, my thunderous smite is concentrate. Oh yeah, I have to do a con.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. 90. Yep. Okay, you keep hold of the spell.
Woohoo! Yeah, I was confused for a second. I was like, I don't have divine smite on.
It's
right.
paladin. It's like that's smite. Yes. Which smite? Yes.
Smite.
Okay. Yep. So yeah. So 2 of those hit. So that's
right,
6 points.
So my warhammer, my spiritual weapon, and then my thunder smite.
Oh!
Oh!
Ooh, so let me just set that up. 18, 28, 31 points of damage.
Oh my god.
He is
this
looking...
poor man.
He is looking rough. Okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
It's now his turn. Well, right off the bat, he's... I'll do the fear check. That's a natural one.
Oh yeah, he's feared.
So he
Again.
takes 3 points already. He's going to use his second wind.
Yep.
What little that'll do for him. Especially when I rolled a 1. So he gets
GG.
that much back. What can he do?
Cower.
Forfeit.
Nah, he's
Grovel.
he gets disadvantage on melee on attacks, doesn't he? Against you.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's gonna do it anyway. So his first attack. That's a miss.
I actually feel bad. I love these guys. Nem love these guys.
I know. Let's get it bulky.
That's so close. He rolled a 19 total for his second hit.
Ah, jeez.
Nope. Okay.
So close.
That's his turn. At this point, however, the water level is now like up to chest height. You are considered fighting in water, which means your attacks have disadvantage.
Alright. Alright, I'm ready for it. I am... The spiritual weapon doesn't count as disadvantage, right? Because that's a separate
No,
entity.
because that's a magical attack.
Okay, okay.
And water
Just making
combat,
sure.
water combat. I think it's I think even with magic spells, it's like okay. So you would still be rolling normal with your spiritual weapon.
Okay. Disadvantage. I'll go ahead and make 2 attacks with my warhammer.
Yep. Both
Oh,
miss.
alright. That's fair. And then... Spiritual weapon. Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god!
Roll the damage. How do you
Oh
want to
my
do
God.
this?
Oh my god.
No.
Poor
How-
guy.
How do you want to do this, Nem?
My spiritual weapon is gonna come up from behind and just stab him in the back.
Okay. So, as you just swing at him, he like deflects it with the glaive both times. He like spins, puts himself like perpendicular to you, and as it does, you just see his head just like jerk upwards slightly as he realizes. And as he looks, you watch as the sword just wham right into his back. It actually pierces clean through him before it essentially throws him onto the water.
I am so sorry.
All right. So
I mean, you could lay hands on him.
That's what I was about to do. I was gonna cast Lay on Hands on him.
Okay, so the water begins to drain. As you do, you walk up and, cast Lay on Hands.
I'll heal him for 10 points.
Yeah, it's just... You see him spit, and as the spit lands, you hear it...
You alright?
I'll live. He, grabs his glaive that's falling on the water, and just as the water, drains more, he just, adjusts himself. Well-fought battle. Extends his hand out.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand firmly.
It's clammy. Apologies.
It's perfectly fine. I understand.
You look familiar.
Do I?
I'm sure that I have heard stories of you.
You might have seen me around Platinum Hold.
I have not seen you, I've just heard of a God's bless that returned to free us from our imprisonment.
How's that working for you?
Interesting how things have changed in the last millennia.
I'll go ahead and help him up.
Yeah. He was actually floating that time, so he just, was able to adjust himself so he's able to land.
Yeah.
Well, suppose that's my win streak over. He just sheaths the glaive. Let's get out of here. I need a fucking drink. And he just heads back up the stairs.
All right, yeah, I'll head up with him.
All right, yeah. So he does that. There's lots of applause and such. Those of you that betted for Nemesis, you get back what you betted, plus, well, basically twice what you betted. So if you bet 500, congratulations, you got 1,000 gold.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me see what I betted. I think I
so we
betted
get,
350.
And Nemesis and
So, yeah.
Trofnar, you both get a portion of the pot as well. So Nemesis, you get given.
I lost.
Even the losers get a small portion,
Just not as much.
just not as much. So from your bout, Nemesis, because of how much stuff was on there, you get basically the winner gets the equivalent of 15% of the pots. So going by, let me just add all this up because I have all the stuff there. 1,700. So 1,700 plus that. Give me a second, math.
I think that's
You get 375 gold, Nemesis.
Sweet.
Trofnar, you get 110.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I get 700.
So
I
we
mean,
get.
I make 1,110 gold. I'm fine.
Okay, so we get back our money plus the.
Oh Jesus
double what we
fucking
bet?
Christ!
Basically double what you betted.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah.
know what my money looks like right now?
30.
What?
2,159. Are you serious?
You want to know
That
what
is
mine's
three
at right
odd
now?
numbers. That is unacceptable.
I'm
What?
at
What's your money?
4114.
Oh,
I
for
think
fuck's sake!
I think I ended up with a net gain of about 70 gold.
I
Because I didn't
Okay, I
want to
end up
get
with a
1,000
net-
gold like you guys did.
Yep. All right.
I have a net game of 250.
To be fair, that
Are you guys happy now?
that fight could have gone either way, honestly. With that,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
the acid
I really thought-
if the acid spits had hit more often,
Considering what damage it did to me when it did hit,
it's 2d10 acid damage and it's a dex
yeah,
save.
if it had continuously hit, it would have been rough.
Yeah,
I
not
was
to
actually
mention he had first strike advantage with the glaive.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about healing myself, and then I did that crazy assload of damage.
Yeah, that assload of damage is what sealed it for you. Anyway,
Tom,
Yeah.
yes,
As the omniscient overlord of this entire plane of existence,
yes,
did I have a chance in hell of winning that fight?
yeah, you did.
Seriously?
He's the same level as you.
I know, but he's a fucking Loxodon with a magical god axe.
Maybe he has somewhat
Bibby's
low
just
health.
really bitter because he realizes that he should have gone with Eldritch Knight.
I mean,
I'm not. I'm just furious about how shit my roll.
Oh my
it's,
God.
it's the unfortunate thing. Like you had a choice of 5 combatants, and
See,
it's,
I didn't want the Trixie one because I knew that I'd get annoyed because they dodge all my attacks and I'd get like death by 1,000 cuts.
I'll say this: the other things that you could have fought, because this is over. So unless you fight him in the future, one of them was going to be a goblin monk, and if one was a human
Thank God.
druid, and the other one was a dragonborn artificer.
Ooh.
That would have been an interesting fight.
I would have loved
I don't know. I'm glad that I fought the Simic.
I was actually I mean, we're not done yet, so we'll continue this up after we end it.
Yes, we'll continue this after.
So, as you all just kind of like doing that, and everyone's beginning to leave and such with the battle over, the hobgoblin shows up. Goes to you, Nemesis.
You said you wanted to speak with the Bildges, eh?
Yes.
Just so happens your little display there got their attention. One of their representatives wants to speak with you in the captain's quarters. Or what would have been, if this ship actually was worth a damn.
All right. Could you lead the way?
Sure thing.
And he leads you to the to where the room is. Surprisingly, it's well maintained despite being essentially a sunken ship.
Swear.
But he opens the door, and so like stands aside, lets you all in, and then closes the door as well.
We're all there.
I assume you're all there.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
he
you're
lets you
part
all.
of my group.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just Nemesis.
Yeah, me too.
Nope.
And the Hobgoblin's in there as well, and he mentions like,
It's my job to make sure that these are recorded and, no ill will between anybody. Miss, the Baroness and her associates are here.
and as you kind of look towards the chair that's sort of looking away, the person in it like stands up and turns to face you. You notice one of you is instantly struck by familiarity. You see a tiefling with dark blue hair and ashen grey skin. You see a pure red eye with the other one covered with an eye patch with a visible
Ew.
scar from it.
Oh my god.
So
Fortune?
these are the individuals that fought. By gods, is that you, Delson? And you watch as Srecia Fuchsia, I think that's how you pronounce it, just gives a long smile. And that's what we're calling it for this session.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Delson?
god.
You have a
I did
criminal
not-
girlfriend?
I 1000% would not be surprised if this is like Delson's ex. Oh my god.
I think I pronounced that name like Chrysia. How do you pronounce that, Dom?
Actually, if you played Bayonetta, you'll know it's pronounced Cereza.
Ceresa. I've played Bayonetta, but not in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was kind of hoping
god.
for the like, okay, Delson, now die. Then they can call it there.
Has Delson talked about her before?
No.
No.
This is the first you guys just saw Delson go white as a sheet.
God. See, me and Dom know a little bit about each other's stuff just from like when we were starting out a year ago. So I vaguely remember him mentioning this tiefling.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, patient.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
don't know. This is a fun secret stuff.
Fucking. I was not expecting that.
I've been looking for a way to get that hook in there, and then it's like, wait, I just have the fucking perfect opportunity.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, it's like actually really awesome that like a large majority of like the powerful players that we experience in Karmora are female. That's something that I personally notice.
For the record, that is literally a coincidence.
I don't think it's intentional, but it's just something that
I mean, partially, because here's the thing. If it was intentional, I would be making it majority males because obviously I can't do female voices.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally a case of, actually, no, that'd be cool. Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
That's really funny, actually. Fucking, this isn't intentional, but all these women could kill you.
Don't get me wrong. I obviously have a lot of like powerful male characters. I mean,
Well, yeah, you have Quan, you have I'm sorry, I'm really bad with
Gradimer is
people. Yes,
Slade.
Gradimer, fucking you have Tyr. Like, it's not like you lack male characters. It's just there's a characters like in power, which is really cool.
Or it's just a case of, the particular area you're looking at just so happen to have a female. I mean, look at the dwarfs. Platinum Hold's rulers are male.
Mm-hmm.
The Ordim family is ruled by a male.
See, like,
As I said, it is.
everyone can be assholes.
Yeah, it is predominantly just straight up a coincidence that the powerful characters are females. I do not intend this. I just think like, that'd be a cool character. What could I put him into?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put him into that.